All right, and live. So, you've got your phone. You have her second number.
I have my phone, her phone, and my computer.
Okay, just text her and let her know that we're on. And then we'll see if Cynthia's able to jump on.
Are you live like right now?
Yeah, I just went ahead and jumped on so we can work out the
kinks.
Yeah, make sure that we get Renee on.
Alright, we need that.
Hello, 3, 4, 5 people that are on. All the dogs.
Yes, the dogs.
So we jumped on a little bit early. Well, for some people, on one social media post, we had Renee posted that it was going to be 7:30, and I posted that it was going to be 8. So we're jumping on at 7:30. Let me silence this. And we're going to work out all our little kinks here. You guys just hang tight.
You look so cute.
Oh, thanks. I think there's a little bit of a
Do you have a filter on?
There's some kind of little filter on. I mean, I'm cute, but I ain't this cute.
Nah, you cute. Looking snatch, girl.
16 people on already. Hey, guys. We are going to try and do a double live. So it's a little more podcast style tonight. And we're going to get Renee on here. So, you texted her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to see. She's trying to get on from her computer. So, Cynthia, if you're here, I don't think you are yet, but if you are, pop on and let me know. Okay, wait. Invite another host. Yes. We want to invite.
Still watch Renee. She just came on.
Is it going to let me search? Why is it only going to give me suggestions? I don't need you to suggest somebody. I need you to let me pick somebody. Friends. Allow co-host, yes. Renee, if you can hear me on there, see if you can send me an invite. Because it only pops up and allows me to pick from people. And you're not even on this very short list, which is weird. There's a different Renee, but not my Renee. Hi, all 22 of you. We've got one moderator already on. Are you on your computer? Mm-hmm. Who can shout you guys out, so feel free to let us know where you're from.
Jalissa Bryant 0 sent you some likes.
Oh, thanks for the likes already. We ain't even talked about anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this on. I meant to put it on before we jumped on, but I didn't. This is what people do, right? They just put their makeup on while they're on here.
And then you go.
Yeah.
Make your mouth noises.
More likes can attract wood.
Hellcat, hello.
Hi Dave. Hey guys that are joining. We're trying to get a co-host on here. Hello, Hellcat. That looks familiar. You've been on with us before, haven't you? Renee, try texting her again. Try and send me an invite, Renee. Oh yeah, I'll call her. I'm scared to put too much of this on.
Feel the burn.
Do
you know how to co-host?
Well, so a thing keeps popping up saying invite, right? But when I go to invite, it just gives me a list of people to choose from, and she's not on it.
It won't let me just type co-host.
It won't let me just type her name in.
Unfollow.
Oh, she hears us. Hey, still watch Renee. Oh wait, wonder if I click on her. No. Yeah, we're friends. And no. I am not seeing an area to request a co-host. Huh.
I'm Googling it real quick.
There's no way I could just sit and put makeup on her. Okay, well, one, I don't really even wear makeup, but...
Press the button, the live option at the bottom of the camera screen. Hit the go live button. Once your live video screen, click on the icon in the bottom left corner of the screen. A window with suggested host will appear on the screen. In order to send an invitation to a preferred host, simply hit the invite button next to a user's name.
the invite button next to a user's name. So see, on hers it don't have it.
She may not have enough followers.
Me or you. She's like, me or you. We're both trying. Renee. Yeah, but even without enough followers, I should still be able to invite
Let me
her,
see if I
according
can,
to
though.
Cynthia. Which you're so close. If it does have to be 1,000, you're at 713. So
Follower. Y'all go.
oh hey yeah, everybody. There's 37 of you. Man, at some point, if we had like 7, 8, 9, was it about 300 people?
Sorry.
We need 300 people to go and follow Still Watch Renee so that she can join our live here. Maybe. I think we can get her on here without that, though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hold up.
Manage. Report, mute, block, add. Maybe if I add her as a moderator.
Well, that's what I'm trying to see. So I am.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Well, I did. I
request it.
added her as a moderator. So now I'm going to see if... You saying I'm funny? Corn Doggy. Love that name. I seen somebody earlier and their name was Bipolar Squirrel. I thought that was a cute name. Hey everybody. We jumped on early so we could work out our technical stuff. So hang tight with us if you're here for the story times. Renee's trying to co-host with us, so we're trying to get her on here. And one of my moderators, I'm waiting on her as well. We're having margaritas tonight on a Tuesday.
Where's mine? Is it over there? Ah, hell.
I don't know.
Or excuse my language, heck.
I think we're allowed to
I
pass.
don't know if I can.
If
If you want to try to figure out with my phone, you can.
Okay. That's weird. Let me see what this is. Duration. Show. Appreciation of viewers. Got it. Alright, so Renee, I added you as a moderator. Flip camera, mirror your video, live intro, admin settings, comments, topics, gifts, blah, blah, blah. Admin settings. I know I already fixed that part. Ooh, there's like a delay. That's weird. Like I can see myself on this phone and it's strange. 7:13. So, alright, so now she's a moderator. It still doesn't give me a...
I'm wondering if it's just because we don't have enough followers. Unless it's the ones that you can. What are the names on the ones you can see?
Good question. Well, the little box to how to add somebody went away.
Tap your screen.
Add a host. Okay. Now is she there? Sorry guys, we're trying to add a host. Just hang tight. We've got one moderator on, so you can let us know who you are, where you're from. If you're already a follower, if you're totally confused
You're gonna like this username.
as to who I am, what we're doing.
Your mommy's milk sent likes to you.
Ooh.
I love it.
Your mommy's milk.
Imazar,
She's
18 sent likes.
Thank you for the likes. I still don't see her on here.
What are one of the usernames that you do see?
Oh,
that
right.
you
Yeah,
can
that's
add?
what I was supposed to be doing.
I'm gonna see if they have a whole bunch of likes
Invite.
or whatever.
See, it just gives me suggested hosts are you, Mia. You, Mia, with 7 followers
Facebook.
online. Bob the Fish. See, these people, they've only got like a few people online, so it can't be because of the amount of followers.
Is it Bob _ the _ fish _?
Mm-hmm.
He's already live and he has 12,000 followers.
So it's
1,000
showing me
followers.
people that are live currently.
Do you
Okay.
have like a cert? I'm gonna
Okay.
come and frame. Let's see what you see.
Well, Renee, just hop on in your car and drive on over here.
Where are you see? Where is it?
Okay, so if I hit this,
Mhm.
wait, it says I have one new message. Hold on. So add host. See, these are the ones it gives me.
So yeah, those are already live. So go here,
Oop,
add
yes.
guest. Oop,
You're gonna accidentally get yourself on camera.
it's okay.
Y'all want just don't move the angle. Add up to 3 guests. Change your live layout. Panel brand fix. Oh, you can change the layouts. Go to live together. Go live
Let me
together
see how
is
you
turned
gotta guess.
on.
Because that's different than the go
Oh,
live,
right.
I think.
Display out. No guest request. Yeah. But, Renee, I didn't realize you were so close to 1,000. So before we go live next time, Cynthia just texted me, so she'll be on here in a second. She'll be able to help us. She knows a little more about this than we do. You guys shoot me a couple questions while we're waiting on our little helper to sign on here. And Renee, yeah, boo-hoo. But hey, I imagine here, just stay on the live with us. Everybody has to go follow, still watch Renee so that she can join us on live. We only have to get like 300 people to follow you. I wonder if it just automatically gives you the feature though. Or if you have to like...
So you do have to have 1,000 followers.
Okay.
But I figured out how to do it, but...
How are we going to go about this? Good afternoon, Tammy Lee. Well, it's evening now. It's almost 8 here. For the 28 that are on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Are you guys followers? Are you totally confused as to who we are, what we're doing?
From Scotland.
How cool.
Cynthia's here.
Cynthia, hey. So listen, first Hellcat, depends on what state you're in. Our state actually used to have more requirements. They have less now. Generally, people get a degree in criminal justice. PA, Massachusetts, did I even say that right? This came out like it was wrong. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Just ignore that.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. What's going on? Hey, yes, confused. We're private investigators, and if you've been on my page, we show little clips of cases that we've done, and we're going to talk about those cases because a lot of times the clips are super confusing and they're really short. So we're going to go over some of the cases. Cynthia, what I wanted to tell you, she's one of our moderators. So it looks like Renee does have to have 1,000 followers, which, I mean, if we get 300 people on here and they all go follow her, it might let her join the live. But otherwise, close. Somebody just said close. Like, close the door.
Maybe they meant close.
Close? Oh, close. Like I pronounced it almost right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need Renee.
She can come over. Drive over here real quick.
Come on, Renee. Burn some rubber. Come get right next to me here. You gonna come over? Everybody, you guys want Renee on here, don't you? Oh, I might have made these too strong.
No, they're perfect. We're
It
gonna
tastes
get
good.
we're gonna get a little loose. It's all
They
right.
taste good, but they've already give me the ups. Wait, so I also wanted to know, while we're figuring out what Renee's gonna do. Okay, worst case scenario, you can jump on the live on your computer.
I'm already there.
You can FaceTime Renee
Mhm.
on her secondary phone, and we can put her here, and she'd just be on
Mhm.
FaceTime. So, I mean, that's worst case, because we gotta have her. Or
So Cynthia, if
She
you
can
can
drive
hear
over.
me, you have to. So there's a little button. They look like little, like just two of the circles from like the Olympic circles. And they're blue and pink. You have to have the go live capability before you can join as a guest.
And I feel like if I jump on this one, it's going to kick me off of this one.
Since you're live, it will.
Yeah, she can hear you. Yeah, so when I go to add somebody, it only gives me I'm using my mouse. Yeah, well,
Make it
shit,
too
I know,
much.
that's how I feel too. We're waiting to see what Renee wants to do, if she wants us to try and FaceTime her,
Renee,
or
you
if she
can
just
text
wants
me
to drive over here.
what you want to say.
Yeah, text Jamie, Renee. Sorry, guys, we're working out some kinks here. Thanks for you guys hanging on, the ones that are just hanging tight. I'm sure some people are coming and going. Yes. Either way, we'll talk about these stories even if we just have Renee on FaceTime. I'm gonna try something. If it kicks us all off of here, I'll jump right back on. But I want to try and see if I can pull this up here so that I can read your messages easier without having to like squint and everything. So I'm gonna try that real quick, and I probably need to grab a pillow. Okay, so here I am. Live center. If I go to me, will it just...
Someone followed her on TikTok.
Oh, yay. You got whoever's following Still Watch Renee on TikTok.
Tammy
Thank
Lee,
you.
Shout out to you, girl.
Yeah, you guys, that's helpful. Anybody who goes over and follows. So Renee runs the company. Okay, she is the CEO. She is the boss. But I have a bigger social media following. But she is so much better at telling the stories on these cases than I am. I feel like my husband's eavesdropping outside the door. Anyway, she's better at telling the stories. She knows way more of the details. I know details on the cases I'm working, but I'm also a little bit like, ooh, I don't know what I can say and what I can't say, because she talks to the clients more. And so she's just better to be the person to tell these stories. But we're having trouble getting her on this live because she doesn't have 1,000 followers yet. So we're working out a way to get her on here. Which she hasn't said anything in a minute, has she?
No, she hasn't even texted me.
Renee, what are you doing?
Michelle O'Bean, thank you for sharing the live.
How can you tell that they're doing that? Is it just say that? See, I can't see.
And then
she's watching.
Amy Freeman, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, you guys, thanks for following. Thanks for joining. Go over and follow Still Watch Renee so that she can join us too. We're trying to get her to 1,000 so she can co-host with me and go over some of these case stories.
Phone. I can try to see if I can try to join on here real quick, if that makes sense.
Oh, right, you have her personal phone. Yeah.
I'm...
Oh, so she's trying from her computer, for starters. Well, I wonder if you sign in here, if it'll kick her out at home. Which it hasn't kicked me out, but it's not showing my live. So the TikTok post has us coming on at 8 o'clock, so that's why we're on here early. We're working out some technical stuff.
She does need live.
Okay, so...
she needs 1,000 followers.
Nana, I think that's what we're going to do is FaceTime her. Hey, Terry. Okay. Is it creepy, Terry, that you're across the street and you're on my live? Hey,
can you see us?
No, I see. Okay. When you look outside, Terry, do you see this? I have a giant softbox light in front of me because in a past life I was a photographer. So
I'm about to take a drink away.
I bet if I drink this, I'll talk better. And of course, now I have to pee.
LMAO, your room is lit up.
I know, right? Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, how obnoxious... Chris was like, you know that everybody that drives past the house, because we have a huge window right here. Chris is like, everybody that drives past the house is going to think you're shooting a porn in there.
Nana Bet.
Nolensville, what's up? I was just there. Yeah, we literally just had a case in Nolensville today. Jamie just came back from it. She worked it. Renee is coming... Yes, Renee's joining. I don't know if she's driving her ass over here right now or if we're about to FaceTime her. She hasn't got back to us. Knowing her, she's probably driving over here. Can't track her because you've got her phone. All right, this is going to be super weird, but I have to pee. Jamie, come over here. You got to be on camera.
All right.
This is Jamie. She's another PI. You might see her from the stuff. She's just going to chit-chat while I pee real quick. I promise I'll pee real fast. What's up, guys? All the dogs are waiting outside the door here.
Poor bless them. How's everybody doing? She said she's driving. Cool. Hi, Cynthia.
What's up, girl?
Let's see. Y'all, I don't go live. I don't know what to talk about. Just finished supper. Cool. We had Chick-fil-A for supper. Hey, Nicole. So I'm fairly new. I just got my license in December. Majority of the stuff that I do, I just do clerical work for them. But I do go on a few cases now and then to train. But it's real fun. Be very surprised on what all goes on. Very cool. Juniper, I've seen you on here a whole bunch. Where are you from? Pennsylvania. We are actually, my husband and I are going to go to Pennsylvania here in a couple months actually not in a couple months, in September for a wedding. Is it cold in Pennsylvania? Is it snow there, or is it mild? Hi, Michelle. Still warm. All right. Let me just FaceTime Renee and see what she's up to. By Allentown. Cool. I honestly could not even tell you where in Pennsylvania we're going. I've never been, though. Me and my husband like to travel, so we're going to make a little vacation out of it for sure, so. Let's see if I can get Renee on the phone. Are you coming over here?
Did you get my message?
Sure.
No.
Well, then go read your TikTok.
Oh, you sent it on TikTok. All right.
I got a pillow for my bum, too.
There you go. I kept it warm for you.
Yeah.
Look
Look at that.
All right, cool. We were
like the
just
whole house
wondering,
is
we
shaking.
went kind of AWOL. We were wondering where you were at.
All right, which...
I put On My Way on TikTok.
Oh, is she driving
And then
over?
I left. I'm at Indian Lake.
Oh, sweet.
All right, cool.
So Renee's almost here, everybody.
All right, well, I will let you drive. I don't want you wrecking on your way over here to Tik the Talk.
Here's what we're going to do, though. Renee...
Okay, hope for my own personal beverage.
Oh, okay. We'll get it ready for you.
Now she
Okay,
wants a
bye.
margarita.
All right,
You guys want to see me make a margarita? I think my kitchen's a mess.
Bring it in here.
I saw, I can make it right here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show y'all. Listen, me and my husband went to Sedona. We're just gonna chit chat. Me and my husband went to Sedona last summer to do some hiking, and we accidentally ended up at this bar because there was like nowhere to park, and we drove down this road. We didn't know where it went. We thought that it might lead to some more parking. We get down there, and it's like a valet area for this fancy pants hotel. And I'm like, at this point, I'm hungry, and we're tired and everything. So I'm like, fuck it. Whatever this is where we're going. And we're in the valet line anyway. So it was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Valet the thing. And we go into this restaurant, go to the bar. Turns out, best margarita I've ever had. So I got the bartender to give me the exact recipe, and I bartended in my past. So he gave me the exact way to make it and everything. And that's what I've been doing since. And they're delicious. Oh, Terry's coming over too. My neighbor wants a margarita. Come on, I'll make you a margarita. I'm going to make them right here. I want everyone to know how to make a margarita. It's going to be so loud. Like when I
Hi,
shake it.
Ty. Ty joined.
Hi, what's up, girl? You want to come over too?
We're making Ritas.
We're making margaritas. Ty, how far away do you live? Ty's one of our investigators. She's awesome. You go follow her page too. She's a real estate agent as well, so she does a lot of realty stuff.
Oh,
on her page.
Someone made a good point. Can you show alcohol on TikTok?
Oh, I don't know. This isn't a margarita. This is totally
It's Sprite.
this is lemonade.
It's a spritzer. That's
This is lemonade. This is a tonic. My fave. Love a good marg. Yeah, these are not margaritas. We have established that this is a lemonade.
Let me show you. So I guess there's too many people on the internet right now.
Yes,
so this is what I
Taisha
see.
Jones.
This is all that's frozen on my
Oh, because Chris is out there.
Yeah.
My husband, of course, he's out there playing like Call of Duty. Who cares that we need the Wi-Fi right now, my dude? People make videos making mixed drinks all the time. Okay, great. So we're back on. We're having margaritas. Ty, how far are you away? You want a margarita? You want to hop on here? It's a party Tuesday night. I have a case, of course. I have to be up at 5 a.m.
Yikes.
It's for one of our favorite. I can't get into it, but anyway, I gotta get up early, but I don't care. We're doing it anyway. Yes, mocktails. I'm tired. 45 minutes. All right, we'll just hang on with the live with us then. You guys, everyone who's on 32, go follow Agent Ty. She's one of our PIs. She's one to still watch his PIs. I don't want to be like hourly. She's one of our PIs, and she's awesome. You guys follow her. Renee's on her way over. She'll be here in a minute. And Juniper, I'm coming over to get a drink. My neighbor, another neighbor. She's coming over to get a drink. Y'all come on. I'm about to make one right here. You guys want to see me make a margarita? How many people on here drink margaritas? Ty has a huge personality. Yes, she does. She's great. I gotta get out of the camera. Let me back up. Can I even see that from here? Heck yeah. All right. You guys are for the margaritas. I'm going to make one. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right. I'll make one right here so you guys can see the best way to make it. Thanks for the rose. Is that for the margarita making that's about to go down? All right. Listen, I'm going to be out of the camera for like 20 seconds.
You better run.
While I go grab this shit. Y'all don't leave me now. I'm going to go get the margarita stuff. It's right on my counter in here.
Uncle Cracker.
Okay,
thanks
good.
for the likes.
Hearts and likes. Y'all get people on here. We're going to make a margarita while we wait for Renee. And we're going to figure out a place to sit. All right. Stay there.
Bye.
Stay there.
Oh, God. You good? It sounds like a goddamn tornado's going off in here. Golly.
Did you just say GD on live? Here comes one of the dogs. Listen, this live is going to be a train wreck, all right? This thing's all wet, so I don't want to
She
get
just comes in. She wants to be.
Y'all want to see one of the doggies? There's one of the doggies.
This one's mine.
This is real life. All right, hold up. I normally don't even allow liquids up here near my computer.
You good?
But we're going to do it.
What's going on?
Okay.
Here, Rosie.
Oh, God.
Margaritas by Rosie.
Oh, God.
She's falling off. All right, bye.
She's a toy Australian Shepherd, in case anybody wants to know. We've also got a full-grown Australian Shepherd here, and a Texas Healer, and a Bengal cat, and an alley cat's what I call her. She's a little toothless thing. Okay. The hell y'all doing? Hey, John, we're about to make margaritas on the
Oh, God,
bro.
John.
Listen, John. He's a longtime friend, so I gotta explain. We're trying to do a co-host live situation, but Renee's shy, about 300 followers, which y'all go follow, still watch Renee. So we can't get her on here, so now she's driving.
Pulling up.
She's driving over here. She just got here. Yes, I have a Bengal cat. Yes, I make smash burgers. Terry Hill. Listen now. We're going to make margaritas. All right? I'm gathering the things. Hold on. Let me get more stuff.
Get Renee while you're at it. Oh, she's too up. What am I saying? She's already hyped up.
I'm just going to keep bringing stuff. It's fine. All right?
Oh, did you get her a chair?
Not yet.
Well, let me get her.
Well, plus Renee can sit here while we're making, while we're getting the stuff. Y'all don't leave. I'm just grabbing stuff. Stay there. Let's hope I have a couple lines left. If not, she's getting lemons. It's going to be a do as I say and not as I do. Rosie, come here. stools. Actually, I know there's not. I think they're all out in the greenhouse. One more thing. 27. Y'all don't leave. I'm grabbing one more thing. What do you want me to get her? Oh my God, it's happening. You'll get back. I'll squeeze the life out of these last few lines. You're out there. Okay, we're gonna go through this little tutorial real quick, like while they sort out a chair situation for Renee. Go tell Chris to either pause this game. Listen, I'm about to interrupt my husband's Call of Duty.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing
Or
it.
just be like, tap him, and then like, be like, when you get, when your character dies, which will be in just a few seconds, have him help find a chair where she can sit here. This is a tall table that I'm at. All right, sorry that was so frantic. Here we go. Cynthia, let's fucking go. You know Cynthia, John? Let's all go. Hell yeah. About to make margaritas. Hi. So they want a margarita tutorial.
Well, honey, maybe I should go home.
What in the world? We gotta go over a couple of these cases.
So, you know, they hurt my foot yesterday in physical therapy. And also, I don't have any thermals on because I wasn't planning on leaving the house.
Well, it's not cold in here, is it?
No.
Well, I'm gonna let you sit right here.
Okay.
Is that gonna be alright?
Yeah. It seems like it's not going to be like it is right. I don't know. But, whatever.
Renee's here. We're getting her settled. Oh, it's gonna be just fine. And we can go over the stories and you can bounce and I'll stay on and take questions
Okay.
if you want. Here, say hello to the peoples. They're asking for you. You sit there for just a sec.
Well, I don't know how good I feel about promoting alcohol on the TikTok. Who said it's fine?
TikTok said it's fun.
That you can mix drinks?
They said that's what people do for life sometimes, and they just mix drinks.
What do you need?
We couldn't get Renee on, so now I'm making margaritas. While we waited on her, but she just ran right over. Listen, I might need you to go all the way to the greenhouse. I need one of those black stools that are out there.
All right.
Well, you
Yeah,
are
it's a
on
little
live,
black
Miss
fold-out
Renee.
stool. It's in the
We're
very
losing
back
viewers
corner of the
here. This is
greenhouse.
boring the shit out of us. All right.
All right, here we go. Nobody's bored. Everybody's good, right?
We good. We Gucci.
Tell them the truth.
All right, now here's what I need you to do.
Yeah. Sit over there.
No, just scoot back a little bit so I can make a margarita.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna help you. She's got a broke foot.
So I've been
everybody.
off crutches for like 3 days, but yesterday physical therapy kicked my booty.
All right, there you go. We're gonna make a margarita as promised, and then we're gonna move on to some stories. Look at her in her fur coat. Tell me she's broke. Come on.
You don't even know. I got
All right.
this for very little money.
All right, here we go. We got 41. Let me explain what's happening for those who have just joined. We're trying out something different. We couldn't get Renee on the co-host, so she drove over here. Here she is. In the meantime, I talked about these fantastic margaritas that we're drinking. So I'm going to show
let's
you
break
guys
it down. Here's the truth.
how to make them. Ooh, they're good.
I can rarely drink anything, period, but...
Oh, I'm making this for you, huh?
That's right. So get this.
We'll make a
This
week
one makes the very best organic, delicious margarita on the planet.
So listen.
We
you
take
can't-
her on vacations
you
with
can't-
us.
Oh,
You know why.
I see. Got it.
Well, now we know it.
But I can only have like an ounce or two and I'm done. Some cheap
Dunsies.
date.
All right. It's 3, 2, 1 is what I call it. All
Back
right.
to her.
Yeah, back to me, the one who only gets to go on vacation because she can make drinks.
No, that's not the only reason.
So listen, here's another issue. We're gonna squeeze the life out of these little limes, but if there's not enough juice, I'm gonna give you a little lemon juice. How you feel about it?
Whatever you think.
We go cut that in half.
But
Like cut
I
it
should
in half
keep
this
you
way.
stocked up in
So if you don't
limes.
own one of these, you're gonna need to purchase one and cut
my
this
hand
in
is
half
on
this way, not this way.
Yes,
I
This
makes
is
sense.
not
I guess.
a still watch TikTok, okay?
I didn't say it was.
This is a
Everybody, that's I
casual
clearly
TikTok.
explained. We had a malfunction.
We do not drink on the job.
Not on the job, but this is
I'm just saying.
This is my personal time. This is my office.
But we will order the hell out of some appetizers and desserts.
You just went from a 0 at the door
Yeah.
to like back to Renee.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the party.
Well, I got in my cold car and I froze all the way over.
Well, thanks
And it
for
was
making
getting
the
warm
trip.
when I got here, but I was thinking maybe Chris would
Thank
start
you.
it
We just
before I
need the
leave.
one, but thank you.
But I think tomorrow I'm going to get remote start put on it.
All right, listen now. Y'all want to see these margaritas or what?
Enough about us.
Yeah, ooh, mommy fancy. That's right.
On what car? What
Fur
car are you
coat.
driving? Oh, remote start. Never mind. I'm stupid.
I can't think of the name of that store that's in Indian Lake Mall where I got this.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 2.
Francesca's.
1. Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna
Binks.
start telling y'all why they chit chat. 2
right past
ounces.
Sam's on the
2
right.
ounces of tequila. Yeah.
It's like for
Which
heavier chicks. It's got t-shirts.
we're gonna make
and
Renee's a
all
little
kinds
weak.
of stuff in
All
there.
right. But
Oh,
2
I'm gonna
ounces
shut
of
the door.
tequila. 2 ounces or 3 ounces of lime juice.
Did you put it in?
Your tequila, yeah.
Oh, I thought your fake lime juice in it. What do you know?
I don't know. I'm gonna get some extra lime juice out of these.
I'm gonna shut the door now.
This thing's amazing.
Limes are better than lemons.
I've got the old lady
Period.
arthritis,
I reviewed that.
so I mean,
Her
It's-
DNA is healed.
it's a damn fact. But yeah, we're gonna, and these things make it a lot easier. You're gonna need a little bit of lemon juice. Don't hate me. It's so quiet now. Maybe y'all should talk.
Yeah.
All right.
maybe we
Well, I
should
got my
play music.
23andMe results back.
Oh yeah. What?
And I
What
don't
are
have,
you?
I don't have the BRCA gene.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I
don't
do.
have that.
I
but
have the BRCA gene mutation.
Thank you,
I
Mommy,
do
Daddy.
have, or I am a carrier. I do
All right.
have a carrier for celiac disease
Oh.
and Parkinson's disease.
Oh, Parkinson's.
All right, I gotta say something
Okay.
important. You can get this on Amazon. It's agave nectar. Here's the trick. When you get it, it's not that expensive. I think it's like $12 or $13. When you get it, you pour half of it out. You know, just eyeball it. Pour that shit out. Fill it up with good water. You know, like a spring water, purified water, whatever. Don't use your tap. Anyway, fill it with water, and so you're basically diluting it by half, and then you're gonna put in 1 ounce. Y'all do as I say, not as I do. 3 ounces of tequila. No. That's mine. 3 ounces of lime juice, 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of your cut in half agave. Now, here's another important part that most people mess up. These are important. Get one. You have to shake this for at least 15 seconds. You want it to be good and homogenized is the word. Oh gosh, it's gonna be so loud, y'all. Sorry. How much you bet they're counting if I do this for 15 seconds?
Rain and O'Bright, thank you for the likes.
Hey. What do you want? You hot?
No, I was thinking my phone might ring and it's not on vibe, but then I was like, that's not my phone.
Yeah, we got your phone.
Juniper says hello, Renee.
Hi, Jennifer.
Juniper.
Oh, Juniper. Oh, did I say Juniper?
She's one of our loyals.
Hey, Juniper. So I met a gentleman that's local around here yesterday. His name's Greg. If he's out there, yo, Greg.
Now, do you want a straw or do you want to drink off the side?
Oh, I'll take a straw.
Listen, once this touches her lips, we're gonna have to get right the fuck into these stories because
okay.
she'll go down.
I'm gonna drink it slow. Just do this.
She'll go down so fast. First, make sure it's not trash.
Southernly Chelsea, thank you for the likes.
Yes, thank you guys for likes. So Renee was going to join us on a side-by-side live, and we couldn't get her on because she didn't have 1,000 followers yet. So y'all are going to need to go follow Still Watch Renee.
We don't want to be boring.
Whew. We're trying to change this up and do it more podcast style, but tonight has gone a little bit haywire. All right, now I got to clean this up. Y'all have questions? Did that make sense?
I'm gonna add a little water here.
Yeah, while Amy cleans up, if you've got questions,
Yeah, shoot some questions. Jamie will yell
I'll
them out
read
to
them
me.
out for you.
I'm going to clean this up.
Well, I thought we were here to talk about
the
the chick who pulled up and
yes,
wanted a piece
we
of
got to
it.
talk about the AT&T case. Well, really, it's called She's Big Mad.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hold on a second, guys. Come on, everybody. Fuck out.
Sorry about that.
It's a madhouse over here.
We got a few pets here.
There's like a lot.
It's a zoo here, y'all.
They like to be seen and heard and felt.
Sunny sees you. Thank you for the likes.
Yes, thank you. Any questions on the margarita?
It's delicious. I had to water it down a little for myself, but it's not. It's just, anyway, it's very drinkable. It tastes kind of like lime water.
They're so good. They're so perfect. They're like not too sweet. I like tarts. I like that like kick you right in the pants.
See, Minthia, thank you for the likes.
So, FYI, Hendersonville's out just pulling people over left and right over on the way over.
They are out in force today. I have seen a whole bunch of police.
All right, we'll just leave this here since we do have liquids on the desk. And did you bring a chart?
I did bring a chart. I have a plan. I've been working for 2 hours. Like, get ready.
Minnie got game. Thank you for the likes. Pink loving girl. Thank you for the likes. Juniper, we will get into the story here in just a couple seconds.
Yes,
do you want to talk about the AT&T chick?
I am just trying to get my chair set up, and then we are going.
May I have a straw?
I'm gonna make sure I ain't got no brown recluse in these chairs.
Brown
Hi,
recluse
Charlie.
won't hurt
Thank you for joining.
What do you mean brown recluse won't hurt you?
If you don't try to trap them or nothing, they'll just get off of them.
That's what she's saying. She's thinking about sitting on one. She's hoping.
Oh, look, but Amy's got a little.
Maybe I was gonna show that.
I'm
later.
sorry. I was just like, I saw that there. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The glasses and the light, but you know what I did over at the house is I took those lights in my office and I wrapped wax paper over them and it softened them.
Mm-hmm. That's what. Basically, you just made your own one of these.
Right. So I'm learning stuff.
We'll get you all set
Well,
up over there.
Let's talk about the AT&T girl. First of all, she may be watching because I bet she's TikTok and so does her boyfriend. And I have no hard feelings.
What are you talking about?
Or just let everybody know that might be involved in the story because they're the type that would be watching TikTok. And they may be watching because it's me and
Let me get in here with you.
I'm just going to say I disrupted
Is this
their
your hurt foot?
love affair. No, it's the other one.
Are you going to be able to sit like that or no? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, here I am. All right. How much have you had to drink? Your face is a wee bit red.
Listen, I feel like I've been riding a burning.
Look how cold I am.
I've been riding a, how do you say it? A wild horse through a burning stable.
Dang. Her blood pressure's up.
It's fine.
It's fine.
She's my mother, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. There's 51 of us. What's up? You're going to share the mark. She's got her own, bruh. I made her own here. That's Terry, by the way.
Which one?
Across the street.
What are you doing, man?
Tell
Hold
us
up,
the
G.
story. Here we go.
You know I don't drink very often,
All
so
right.
Here's to
If
us.
you're not familiar with this story, you have time to jump over to my TikTok and watch the She's Big Mad. I think there's just 2 clips, right?
She's pissed. Yeah,
It says she's big mad. The reason why I put she's big mad, or she's pissed, yeah. The reason why I put that is one of the comments on that first clip said, ooh, she's big mad. And I thought that was hilarious. So, anyway, that's what I'm calling it. She's big mad. So, we are going to talk about that one first. Story time, please. Yes, here we go. This is Renee. She was the investigator on that case. And how we were going to do this is, because I'm not even 100% on all these details, I was going to say, Renee, tell me about the AT&T case, because I've got questions too. So start from the beginning.
Well, the phone call is always the first step. So I get the phone call, and it's a woman, and she tells me her sister and her are like calling me together, and they were like, we've been conducting our own investigation because of some of the things that my client, her husband, had said. And so one of the things that I found interesting, and that, let me tell you this, when people call and they're in an abusive situation where, and dude, if you're listening, seriously, don't come to my house, and no hard feelings. I'm serious, seriously, no hard feelings. But anyway.
It's all good.
It's all good. So they're getting along great, and everything's good over there. So, but back in the day, they called me and said, my husband, I'll just tell you like I'm the client. She was like, my husband thinks I'm technologically ignorant. In fact, he thinks I'm stupid. So she said he turned on the Find My Phone on my phone so he could see where I was, but he don't think I know how to look at that because I'm so dumb, right? But she's like, he underestimates me all the time. And so, anyway, but she, she kept telling me I'm sorry. And she may be watching this because I put it on, she knows I'm out here. Love you, girl. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, people love that you were just like, I know who you are, babe.
I have no hard feelings, man.
Still, that's
anyway, the story is so long with these two.
Got it.
So, I want to be very careful here and not hurt anybody's feelings or call out any names, but
Spill the tea.
Sometimes I get it all.
Spill the tea.
All right. So this girl is like, my sister will not talk on her phone because her husband, she's pretty sure that he's got the house bugged, he's got the router bugged. He had, when it was all over, said and done, I was over at her house one day, we were helping get his things together and all this. And I'm parked there and I'm looking up and I was like, oh my God, there's a camera on the roof. Like somebody, where you'd never put one, like where this second roof comes over this eave. And right down in that hole, I seen the camera. I said, no wonder he always knows who's in your driveway. He's still watching, man. Anyway, so back to our beginning. So then, me and her meet in person and we make an agreement that the order, she thinks her husband is so smart, which, by the way, he's very intelligent. But she was like, she kept telling me how smart he was. And I stopped her at one point and I said, let me tell you something. I'm pretty smart myself. And I've been doing this a while. And I said, and you're an abused woman. You've told me I'm sorry like 14 times in the past half hour. I said, I'm going to have to ask you to stop doing that. Stop being sorry for everything. And so I encouraged her to get a counselor. We had a long meeting and a long talk. But she already knew the vicinity and what he was doing. And what he was doing was he stopped coming home at night, right? Your husband usually gets home around 6 p.m. and all of a sudden it's 10:30, 11 o'clock. Homeboy's not home and he's telling you that there's a late night call. I bet there is.
Chris says hi.
I saw that too. I was
Hey.
too. My husband said hi.
Hey, honey.
My seat just like buckled under me. If I go down,
You may.
All right.
and I might.
So, all right. So she tells me the vicinity where he is, but she said he realized that I looked at his or something because she changed her behavior. And see, he was very astute in her, like he knew her like the back of his hand. So he realized that she was onto the phone thing, so he turned the phone off. And I was like, that's okay.
Cassandra or
Yeah, we can't take that. Anyway, that's one of our PIs calling, but I don't know what she wants because we ain't got anything going.
Let me mute that.
Anyway, so what were we talking about? All right, so the dude wasn't coming home at night, so he was getting home 10:30. He thought she probably caught on to the phone situation, so he turned off his location. All right, that's okay. She said, I'm pretty sure he has a tracker on my vehicle. I said, all right, see if you can get him to drive your vehicle and all that, but it didn't work out. So the bottom line is we do have trackers, by the way, and we rent those or you can buy them or whatever. And this particular client bought, and it got put on her truck, which was in his name. I mean, in her name, because I pulled it, and the title on what I pulled on the credit union only had her name. So that made it legal. She can do whatever she wants. And so what I did at that point was I just empowered her by supporting her, and then we started conducting surveillance. But she already knew where the chick lived, and she was dead on right. And so we sent, it was a really small neighborhood. We have a PI named Ty, and she's amazing.
She's on here. She was
Oh,
she's
Dave's on here too.
if she's still here. Who's here?
Dave.
Dave Gadd?
Hey, Dave.
That's my
Okay,
father-in-law.
so
What's up?
up there in Kentucky, right above Clarksville, in a little town in Kentucky up there, the house where the house was located, where they were meeting. Okay, what was happening was, get this, we started following him in his work truck because he had an AT&T.
Ooh,
Yeah,
they
that's
already
okay.
know. All right, so.
He had an AT&T vehicle. All right, get this. I swear, this is so amazing. My husband followed him. You know, my husband's a PI too. Anyway, so my husband followed him, and he followed him like all day one day from morning till night. And he goes, check it out. This dude runs about 50, 60 mile an hour on Main Street to get just to, the AT&T building. He goes, but when he gets in the AT&T truck, he never goes over the speed limit. Never. And he followed him up to the AT&T between here and Clarksville or wherever with him and his buddy, and he followed him to lunch. They went to Subway that day. And he followed him, but at the end of the night, around 2 o'clock, they called it off. I think it was a Thursday. Anyway, and that's when he went over to the girlfriend's house. And he sat there from 2 o'clock till about 8 o'clock. Then he headed home.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if she had his phone, the tracker thing on, is that how she figured out where the girlfriend lived?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So that neighborhood, that was the girlfriend's house. We
found her, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can't miss that AT&T truck back then over there.
Yeah.
So, but get this, immediately, as soon as we got in the neighborhood, excuse me.
It's the Margarita. I
pardon
started
me.
it too.
This is not, we're not doing this anymore.
It's fine. I think this is fine. Are y'all good with it? I'm good with it.
Yeah,
all right.
have fun.
So we get in the neighborhood, and it's one of these small town neighborhoods, and I can't remember, I think it was Buffy. She was approached day one. All right, so that's okay. What we did was we talked to the client about strategy. Remember, we always meet in person. Me and her were meeting like every day for lunch. So we sent Ty up there to get a hotel room with her beautiful dog. And her and her mom, they have Yorkies. And anyway, so she has a little Yorkie. She might have some puppies left. But so she had a little Yorkie. And what Ty would do was she would go to the neighborhood. And if they're watching, I know, now you're knowing all our secrets. But we sent Ty over there to walk the dog every morning and every afternoon so that the neighborhood would get used to seeing Ty with the dog. That way, you're already on. Buffy or somebody watched him install a Ring camera. As soon as he realized
the girlfriend's house.
Heat was on the first day, yeah, we got him installing a Ring camera. And you know what we do is we call it, like Andy would say, walk the dude home. And that means, get him to the girlfriend's house. And then we got to change cars because this dude's very astute, and he's cheating, so they're always watching. So then, we slip in a girl, and then we, go up there in this other car. Ooh, up there, I think we got a rental car because you want to have them Kentucky tag. If you can, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you always make a relationship with Enterprise rental car as soon as you get in town. They let us. We'll rent a car and we'll go swap it at noon.
Yeah.
And I noticed on our rentals recently, it had all the different vehicles instead of giving us separate receipts now.
Yeah,
but anyway,
and it was inexpensive too.
I know,
relatively.
that's because now they're giving us the account.
Yeah,
By the
I
way,
thought it was going to be super
anybody
expensive.
watching that works for us, now they're giving us a discount. All right, so anyway, we send Ty up there, and then about the time that this was going on, though, Ty was noticing that the mail was in the mailbox, and she might remember this better. I didn't read the report. I meant to read it today to go over to remember what was going on. But I remember that we watched him install the Ring camera, and then the mailbox got full. We couldn't keep watching, but we got him over there about 3 times at her house in the afternoon, and then I think Ty walked the dog, and the mailbox got full, and Ty's like, man, she ain't around here anymore. So then I had one of them go up to the door and say, hey, maybe it was Ty, and ask if this house was maybe going to become for rent soon in the future, And they were like, no, basically, get out of here, whatever the neighbor. And so we're like, it's such a tight neighborhood. They know each other. So, but we also know that the girl you saw in the video, her stepdad, he owned it, and she was renting it from him, or he owned a bunch of property up there and all this. She used to work at a bar up there. I learned a lot about her, and I hate to tell her this, but we mentioned her name to one person in that area, and they just unloaded about who she was and all this, and I was like, wow. So we learned about all this. So now the husband realizes that the jig is up, so what he does, as soon as he realizes his wife knew, he came home and he said something extremely emotionally damaging to her. And instead of saying the truth, which I would have respected a lot more, if anybody's listening, you're cheating, you're going to have a better reputation if you just come in and say, look, I've met somebody else, I've been cheating, I'm already in love, and I'm leaving. But no, he had to come home and make sure she was damaged to the core. He knew exactly how to hurt her. And he said, I'm leaving you because you're basically crazy. Dude. He don't even know how much that hurt me, and I wasn't even there. But I saw how much he hurt my client. You know, me and her going to lunch every day. So, you know, dude, there's 17 of us now, but we have a lot of women. So what he was doing is he found the tracking device on his vehicle because, see, he realized that he's being followed. And so he went and took the tracking device off. Dude, I know what you're doing. And he unplugged it because he's an engineer of sorts. And so he unplugged the wires, and then he drove up to Kentucky. And then he plugged the wires back in. Well, let me tell you something. My private investigator who was following you, she got a flat tire. So when you parked up there in the, I can't remember what restaurant it was, in that little parking lot, and then you put the thing back together, and then I know what you did. You waited to see if there was a PI that would come at you so you could get a picture of them, you could figure it out. But you see, by chance, she got a flat tire and we called it off. So then I realized he was jacking with the tracker. So I told his wife, I was like, I'm telling you, man, he knows the tracker's on the truck. And she was like, no. I was like, he's messing with us. And so he was messing with us. But get this. I've been here before, dude. I stopped following you the very day you unplugged the tracker the first time. We started waiting for you at exit 6. I told everybody, don't nobody go nowhere. We are not following him anymore to Kentucky. We already know everything we need to know about her. And then, get this. I know he doesn't believe this, but his wife is a bit of, I'm not going to say she's a psychic. I'm just going to say she knew him like the back of her hand. And she told me, I have a feeling, I can tell by the look on his face, they're moving into a place together. Well, he moved 4 minutes away from my house. So I was able to walk her through the court proceedings, and he knew he was being followed. So he was trying desperately not to be followed, and he was trying desperately to get my tag number. And he eventually, here's how I got my tag number. Well, get this. You can see his parents' house. See, he moved into his parents' basement. And this is, I hate to tell him this, but this is how it went down on paper.
I highly doubt that.
Is, the little boy had a temperature of 104 degrees, let's say 101. Anyway, he was very, very ill. He was inside the house, and his mother had told the father, please don't take him because he's so sick. And he's like, I'm taking him anyway. My mom and dad, blah, blah, blah. The little boy was alone in the house. I was going down the freeway, but I know exactly how to look through the woods and see, and it was winter. I looked through and I see his AT&T vehicle backed in the middle of the day. And so I pulled over there, and that's what you're seeing on that video. And so, okay, I'll tell you something else that happened. All right, so I was in her attorney's office, and I said, he's listening to her. He has some kind of recording device on her in her house or something. And I said, because we set a trap for him. And the attorney said, how did you set a trap for him? And I said, I told her, call this other private investigator. And if he's watching, no, I just, I couldn't tell you what was going on. I probably could have. But anyway, I said, you call this other guy in town and you tell him your story over the phone, tell him you want to hire him, get his prices and everything. I went and told her attorney that. We shared all this with her attorney. The next day, his attorney sent a note and said, we know that this investigator, the one that I told her to call, that she was supposed to call in private from her vehicle where he could not hear what she was saying. Anyway, she was like, he's just looking at my phone bill. Maybe. But they accused this other investigator of following him. And then that's when the attorney said, Renee, you are right about him. And I said, I'm telling you, he's tracking her, he's listening to her, and it's illegal, and we're going to catch him. And so we hired this IT guy. And now this IT guy kept coming to the house, and he unwired everything in the house. And I mean, he just I told him, get every wire out of the house. But she knew the guy, so of course she got accused with sleeping with the young man, but it was nothing like that. So he began to dismantle all of the cameras in the house, and that's when I saw that other camera. I was like, we missed one, son of a bitch. And so she was hiring different people to come over to the house, but get this, it's possible, I don't know, but we think that he's still good friends with the neighbor, but not going to accuse that guy of anything. If he knew what was going on over here with the dude, he wouldn't support him in that manner. But anyway, so what happened that day was, I'm going down the freeway. Now, see, they still don't know who I am. But he knows there's something about. And so I pull down the road, which is a cul-de-sac. You have to turn around and come right back out. He's only 4 houses down from the end. And so I went past, and they're both sitting in the car. She's driving, and he's in the passenger seat. Well, guess what? The little boy's inside the house. And so I went down the street, and I thought, I know what they're going to do when I go back by. They're going to come out and try to get my tag number. That's fine. But I was like, I'm just going to back in here and see how long they sit in the car and let the little boy sit in the house. And he's sick. So I was timing that for the report. And then I see him come out the edge of the driveway. In fact, there's a longer video.
Yeah, so I didn't post the clip because I actually tried to post it this morning. And when I was looking at it, because it was a 14-minute video, every time I tried to cut it down, it made it blurry. Anyway, I was having trouble, but you also can't really see. You know, you see the guy.
Well,
but so I didn't post
what
that.
happened
but
was
there is a video of him coming towards you.
Yeah,
on foot.
I backed in there at the cul-de-sac, and then he started coming at me, and so I just have to video him as he's walking towards me. Plus, I got dash camera in the front and the back. And so I knew all he wanted was my tag, so I went by. He was, like, trying to video me. I couldn't tell if he was trying to stop my vehicle or whatever. But when I went by, I knew he got my tag because I saw him in the camera later. He went, yes, you know.
Oh, right, like he
he was like, yeah, he got it, which that's fine. And so I went on down the road, but see, I still wanted to know how long she was going to stay at the residence with a sick child. So I went down 3 blocks and took a right, and that's also a cul-de-sac because it's a tight neighborhood. There's only one way in and out. But as I was going down the street, there's like this 6-year-old boy playing around the mailbox, which you can see him in the original video.
And he's totally unrelated. He's just a kid in the neighborhood.
He's just playing and he's in the street. Very rambunctious. Yeah.
And that you noticed.
Anyway, I said to myself right then,
no funny business because
I can't.
There's a kid out here playing.
If they head this way, I'm gonna have to stay put. I'm not gonna try to run, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I can't. We can't be running our cars up and down the street because this kid could come darting out at any minute. Anyway, I backed in, and I always leave my motor running so the camera's always running. But anyway, I saw her coming at me, so I was there maybe, I don't know, 3-4 minutes.
In the video, you start to pull off.
Yeah, well,
as soon as she pulls up to you, and then you back up.
Yeah, because I saw the kid. Like, first he wasn't there when I started to pull away, and then I saw his little body by the house, and I was like, no. So I stopped, and I backed up, and I was like, we're going to have to get it on, because I'm not driving past the kid at no high rate of speed.
And you didn't want her trying to chase
I didn't want her peeling out or nothing either. I was like, we're just going to have to do this, so.
And you guys seen how that went? Which obviously we blurred out.
He was trying desperately to keep her name quiet, or like where he met her, because he was lying.
And her being in the AT&T vehicle was
they were always in the AT&T vehicle.
Was just a plus, man.
Right, and so she pulled up to me, and she was trying to video me, but I guess when I pulled away and pulled back, she got flustered, so she couldn't function. She wasn't prepared to see me, but I was prepared to see her.
Yeah.
And that's why I try to just be cool. And I said, HPD knows I'm here. How can I help you? And then, this is where, let me tell you, I try to be on my best behavior. Okay? But I wasn't right then. And I said her name at the end. I said, HPD knows I'm here. How can I help you?
Her name.
And her name. And see.
That is what got her fucked up.
I shouldn't have done that.
That's what she's with her phone. She's like.
Yeah, because she didn't want me to know who she was. And so, but it was too late. And so I shouldn't have done that. See, sometimes my arrogance that I try to keep in check, it slips out. And right there it was. And then.
Because she's trying to come
But
over
get this. I've been studying her for months. I know everything about her. I've talked to her exes, their friends. I know who she is, who she cheated on, who was in war, all that. I get it. Anyway, so And they've been seeing each other, I think, a little over a year.
Well, when you pulled off, did she?
Oh.
Actually, she pulls off in front of you.
Yeah, so
So what happened after she pulled off?
So I called out her married name, but she just changed it to White from her other married name. So that's the guy that she was married to, Billingsley. But anyway, and then so she did that, and then she backed up, and then she left, and so I sat there.
And the video where, of course, it's turned off. It cuts off.
She still chased me out of the neighborhood.
But what you see her do is you see her driving away from you, away from you, away from you. She takes the turn.
Yes,
goes to the right,
and there's no way out there.
And is
she waits on
away
me.
from you. And that she went to see if you were going to track her down. But what she told somebody later was that you chased her out of the neighborhood.
They called the police. In fact, I actually requested the records and they wouldn't give it to me. But that's another story. I could probably get it now. But yes, I called the police and so did they. I let the police know what was going on. And they called the police and said that I chased them. And that's not true.
Yeah.
And so they
which you have proof of because you have the dash cam.
Oh, I sent the cops the video.
Yeah, of letting her leave.
Yeah, you see, that's why I edited and put that whole video together.
Yeah, once somebody interacts with us like that, we're done. We're not chasing
them. I got nothing else to do with you, bro. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yes, but what he was doing, and of course COVID hit, so the judge said that he could take the little boy to his girlfriend's house, but then, hate to tell you, Broham, but he stayed in the apartment all day, and she played in the parking lot with the kid riding bikes and stuff, and we did I had somebody watching the whole time, and so he was out, as soon as he got there, he was in the apartment for like 4 hours straight, and then he came out and rode with them like one lap, and then they went somewhere and came back, and then, there wasn't that much kid play after that, but it was all, problem is like parent alienation when what was happening with this particular little boy is he was overhearing his daddy say some negative things about me. Now, I hate to tell you this, bro, but your son got traumatized and didn't even know who I was because, but then even the attorney, everybody was talking about it. And I said, look, let me talk to the little boy because he was afraid his daddy was going to kill me. And so I said, you're going to have to bring the little boy to my house. That's all I can tell you. So I have an above ground pool. So I went swimming with the kid. So we got to swimming and stuff. And so he was like, so you're an investigator. And I was like, yeah. And so he said, he goes, I think my dad knows where you live. And I said, I know your dad knows where I live, dear. He was out in front of my house Sunday, 7:26 p.m. And I had it on the calendar, but I have it on camera. So I know he was there. And the kid just stopped. And he was like, he thought about it for a minute. And he looked at me and he goes, were you at the Walmart, like on my birthday? And were you in the Walmart parking lot, whatever he said? I can't remember what the event was, weekend or whatever it was. And he said, were you following us to Walmart? And I said, yes. And he was like, you were? He was so happy I was telling the truth. And I was like, yes. And he goes, you followed us all over the store and took pictures. I said, no, sir. I said, I stayed in the parking lot the whole time. And I said, I was just waiting to see who came out. And I said, the girlfriend came out first. And she was pushing a bike that your family just bought for you. And your dad went out next. And you were walking about 4 feet behind your dad. And he went across the parking lot. And you crossed traffic by yourself. And he goes, you were there. And I said, yes. And he said, I'm worried about my dad's very upset with you. And I told him, I'm not worried about your dad. He's going to get over it. This is nothing. Your dad's not going to do anything. He's just mad right now. And he just says stuff. And I told him, I'm not afraid. And your dad's going to be fine. And so is your mom. And everything's going to work out. It's just going to take some time. And I said, but don't let anything that has to do with me worry you. And he was like, okay.
And Mike, you said you're too late. If anybody did catch this story, like midway or whatever, and you want to know the beginning, which I'm sure, because like over 200 people tagged AT&T in the story, so they're going to want to know what happened with her. But Mike, this TikTok will be posted on my YouTube channel tomorrow morning, because it takes a little while for the live to download to my phone. I'll load it onto YouTube in the morning, and you can watch this whole live back, which the beginning of this live was our freaking train wreck, but we made margaritas.
Skip the first 30 minutes.
But anyway, if you're late on the story, no problem. Just check the YouTube channel tomorrow. It will be there, the whole story. But what happened? Does she still work for AT&T?
She does not.
Now, why?
Shut up. I don't know why.
AT&T
I have no
care.
proof
They
of
don't
anything.
Care. They don't care. What happened?
I did, and I'm confessing now. And if they're watching, please forgive me. I did contact someone at AT&T. And
tweet,
I didn't
tweet.
give names. I just said, how do you guys feel about a couple of married employees who had an affair and have now both left their spouses and they're cheating, and this is all happening with the use of your AT&T vehicles? And they said to me, we don't care who sleeps with who around here. Have a great day. And I said, okay, dokie.
Okay, bye.
So, now this part I'm not very happy.
I said, tweet.
So what happened was, I was like, fine, they don't care. So I made a short little video clip, which
Tweet.
Amy found, but I blurred her whole face and everything. I just showed that. Now, I don't know. Anyway, I tagged AT&T. That don't mean nothing. But I do know the next few weeks or so, it wasn't long until she had a different job. Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if Twitter had tweet had anything to do with it.
Right.
Thanks, Marge. She said, great story. Love seeing you guys. That's Dave's wife, Marge.
Hey,
And,
girl.
I was with him. Still watch Cassandra. Oh, that's Cassandra. Hey, Cassandra. Maybe
Yeah,
she
we
was
all
calling to
worked
say
that.
she was
Yeah,
on
she
here.
was with us. Oh, are you calling in to talk? Or you
We got a
some-
caller on the
yeah.
line.
I know, right?
So there are 100 people that are watching at the moment.
Yeah.
Go follow, still watch
Oh, yeah,
Renee.
yeah. So at the moment, we're going to talk about some more cases, but 99, hold on, 103 of you were here a second ago, 97. Listen,
See, they don't care.
Renee wants to co-host. No, we have more stories. Okay, listen. Renee wants to co-host these lives. Here's the problem. She's got like 800 followers, and you got to have 1,000 to do the live thing. We didn't even know. We tried to do it tonight. It didn't work out. Some of you may have been here since the beginning and seen the train wreck beginning of this. But she drove her ass all the way over here to get on this live with us to tell us some stories. So we want to do this in more of like a podcast format where we can both be talking back and forth and you guys can ask us questions. So in order to do that, you need to go to Still Watch Renee's page and follow her.
I'll watch live, see. I'm a watch.
Yeah, Jamie's watching.
I'm watching. If y'all follow, I mean,
Oh.
we're still going to be friends,
So,
but I mean.
now, this is an active case, so I don't know how much we can tell, but you see what I posted today?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I thought you told me to stay off.
I said just don't put,
Yeah,
don't,
better just
don't
stay
add a
out
little
there.
detail. All right, listen. So what I posted today was, what are all the young kids doing?
What'd you post?
I posted the guy getting arrested at that apartment complex where
Oh, man, okay.
Where
Did you
he
blur
wasn't
everybody's name?
I blurred his face out and I blurred the police town, so you can't
Yeah.
tell what police. Listen, I was watching the video back, y'all. This is a total accident. I'm getting the clip ready this morning. What?
Did you post it?
Hold
Got
on.
smoking the weed.
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay,
I'm waiting on
sorry.
that one. I got a hot one in my pocket. No, listen. The video this morning, I'm going over it to make sure that what I'm, I got to make sure what I'm posting, legal reasons and stuff, I got to make sure everything's just so. And so I'm watching it really slow and close. The police officer in the clip, as he's walking down out of the apartment complex, he about gets taken out by a tree limb.
No way.
Yeah, and at first I was like, what is the matter with him? Like, did a bee fly in his
Yeah.
face? Oh my gosh, he's like... And then when he's walking past, he's like holding his eye. I think the tree limb hit him in his eyeball. Anyway,
And you posted it.
yeah, and I thought that, I was like, nobody's going to, I wonder if anybody will catch this. And so, I don't know if anybody actually caught it until I pointed it out. But the police officer just had an accident walking and about got taken out. But it's them just bringing him out and putting him in the car, which they end up handcuffing him before they put him in the car.
Mm-hmm,
But because that's an open case, I'm not real sure how many details. Just essentially, he is not allowed to be around a particular minor child.
When there's an order of protection that the court says that your boyfriend is a criminal and the criminal can't be around the child and you just ignore it, they'll just come and arrest the criminal.
Yeah, so we surveilled.
It's
we
not
sat
a good
and watched.
idea.
We proved
Yeah.
that he was there, proved that he was
Yeah, it wasn't
around the
that
child.
difficult. I mean,
Yeah, and then I'd been sitting there all morning.
Now get
We
this,
knew he was in there.
all the other PIs worked it too.
Yeah,
yeah. We sent like a different one every day, so we have a different car there every day.
I just happened to be the particular one there when
Right, when they decided
it
to pull
went
the
down.
trigger.
So I thought, well, I better video this. Although I did think he was gonna like come down thrashing and be in cuffs and everything, but he just
Usually when it's custody, everybody's cool. They just sometimes don't want to follow the rules.
Yeah, biggest thing that happened was that cop about got taken out by the tree line.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
He literally goes,
Yeah.
and then he just continues on, and then.
Yeah, when you see him walk past, he's like,
oh.
Anyway,
All right,
so
what else
that's
do you want to
funny.
talk about? Let's get this train rolling. I gotta go.
You haven't even drank your margarita yet.
Don't worry, I'll drink it for her. Don't worry about
Oh.
I got backup.
Yeah, I have to, I gotta get up at 5 in the morning.
it.
So listen.
You do.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. I'm going. Don't worry. I'll take my ass to up north.
Who knows?
No worries.
We cannot talk about that one.
Yeah, that's a never gonna talk about it on live. So 99 of you, I hope all 99. My teeth look white.
Like 16,000.
What?
Didn't we once have like 16,000 people?
Chanel says, love y'all's content, but why are the stories so short? Not enough info.
Oh,
you want
go.
more. You know what we feel like? We feel like we're going on and on and on, and people are like, get to the fucking point.
Well, I'll tell you some more about that. Is me and her, the client, we're very good friends now, and she's doing very well, and they're all getting along. They are co-parenting, and everybody's just doing really good right now. And it just takes some time for healing, you know?
Hey, and Chanel, anyone, so feel free. We have moderators on here, so if there's something about the story that you want to know more, shoot the question. Shoot your shot. Like, they'll call the questions out to us. If I can catch them and read them, I'll answer the questions. Anything we're legally allowed to answer, we will. So just shoot your questions and tell us where you're from and all those things.
Country 29. How's it going? Oh, where'd it go?
PIs
How's it going? Why is the lady stalking? That's a question.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
I need
the
to
chick
add,
was stalking me because they were
or
just,
you were stalking
they
her.
were trying to, that's okay. I forgot to tell you all this. All right. So after they got my tag number, about 1 hour later, she sent me a Facebook request under, the name I knew her, and I friended her, and she started friending me on social media, and I friended her up. I was like, let's be friends. Let's be friends. No, like that. So, but then after a while, I post things. If you guys ever see my Facebook, is sometimes I'll post something about just a court case, relationship, or whatever.
You keep it pretty vague, but well, it's like detailed, but
sometimes if I have a case going, they take it personal or something. But anyway, all of a sudden she unfriended me, or I don't know. Maybe they thought it was the best thing. Okay, and so that happened.
She started gunning when you pulled her card. Yeah. Of course, everybody calls her like a Karen or whatever, and I think that's kind of what hyped you up in that moment. Is she came at you with that attitude of
she's still anonymous. I know who you was. I've known you for a month.
Yeah, like we already got your number.
Oh, Lisa Harris, Texas Realtor, says, if you ever in Dallas, Texas, I would love to ride along.
Okay. Fly out
Occasionally
here.
we do go elsewhere.
So you ride along sometimes, and you're just in a Walmart parking lot for 12
hours.
Yes. That's my thing when people say they want to do this. I'm like, step 1, get in your car, go sit at Walmart 12 hours. You can't go in to pee. You better bring snacks. You better figure out a way to go to the bathroom in your vehicle.
But we're conscious of it, that when somebody's out there, they'll need a break or something.
Yeah. And we're working on like online courses and whatnot to help other people get their license in the different states. Where are you based out of? We're in Nashville.
If you guarantee George Strait would be with y'all, come ASAP.
George Strait. Man, I don't know if he leaves the house much anymore.
Are there a lot of affairs out here in Brentwood?
Listen, I have considered moving my ass to Brentwood because I drive there so damn often. And it's on the other side of town from where I live. So, yes. The answer to that is yes.
I appreciate
Brentwood is about the cheapness motherfucking town.
I'll tell you, they seem to love not Uncle Julio's. Don
who? Oh.
What's it? The one next door to
Don
it?
Julio?
No,
what are you talking about?
you don't remember Uncle Julio's? There's and then next door to it's a place.
Oh, over there in that little shopping center.
Yeah, that's a popular
something
area.
Real.
Something I think Don something. But anyway,
but also Jason's Deli is there. The REI store is there. The Jenny's ice cream.
The REI store. Ooh.
Tracy Tran says she'll be in Nashville next month.
Come on, Tracy. You want to ride along?
Come party with us.
I just made a whole list of recommendations for Nashville for a friend of mine. Actually, for my sister's friend. And I was thinking, this is really valuable, this little list that I made. I should post it on TikTok. Puffy Muffin. Yes, so Puffy Muffin came up.
Is it still open?
I think so, yeah.
What is it?
I hear somebody out there.
I've never heard that. What
Yes,
is
for my
Puffy Muffin?
birthday. Tracy, if you're not from Nashville, first time, go to Fifth and Broad. It's new. I'm sure there's going to be like some tourists and whatnot, but Fifth and Broad is actually really, really nice. Good shopping. Well, you know, a few shopping spots that are decent, but the food there, it's kind of like a taste of Nashville. You know, like all the little famous spots in Nashville that people go to for like hot chicken and things like that. All those restaurants are in one place at Fifth and Broad, and they have live music, and it's really nice. And I travel a lot, and I've been to a lot of markets in a lot of states, like food halls and markets. And Fifth and Broad is good. I'm impressed with it.
So
What's a food
explain who. So we have some new people.
Okay.
So
Hey,
they
new
want you to
people.
explain who you are and what you do.
All right. Who are we, Renee, and what do we do?
We are a team of female private investigators in the Nashville, Tennessee area. And we mostly handle cheating spouse and custody cases.
And we just so happen to be on a TV show called Secrets, Lies, and Private Eyes, which is on the Discovery Plus app. But Cynthia, I don't even know if you know this yet, they also have a TV show. Yes, thank you. If you don't have the Discovery Plus app, you can just hold your shorts. Because...
So we saw a press release and on February 3rd, 2022.
And we're going on cable.
It'll be on the ID channel at 9 p.m. 8 Central Standard.
Yeah, 9 Eastern
Eastern,
I can't
yeah.
ever say that. What am I trying to say?
Eastern Central.
You know how they
time.
say it on the commercial
No.
though? They're like 9-8 Central. There we go.
9-8
Central on the ID channel. Our show is going to be on a regular old basic ass cable.
Yeah, on the ID channel, which is exciting. And
Yeah, it's
so,
pretty neat.
but also, let's talk about Still Watch app.
You want to talk about Still
Yeah,
Watch
yeah,
App?
yeah.
We got like 7
Where's
phones
my
in here.
phone?
What do you need?
Oh, yeah, I need to see the Still Watch app. So, we talked about this once before,
We're doing
and
another season. We don't know about another
Yeah.
season yet, Juniper. Sorry,
but I
it's
think
gonna
there's
catch.
another episode coming out. I think
Yeah, I
they've
love
edited
the ID
something.
channel too. See, that's what they're saying is new episodes, right? But like either they're like taking more footage that we already had and making new episodes, or they're
Right.
just gonna air the 6 that are on Discovery Plus on ID, which I think is what's gonna happen. Which is still very.
They do
cool.
have plenty of footage, though. Okay, so we have an app, and it's downloaded here, but you can barely see that. But that's the little icon right here in the middle. And then
Yeah.
when you press it, it comes up to a camera.
Let me see. I could probably get it to pull up here where everybody can see it. So it's the logo for the company. Hold on. Sometimes the phone will like. No, it's not gonna do it.
Okay.
That's the one in the middle,
Go
and it's
close.
like a little man looking over his shoulder. It's red, white, and blue.
Yeah, it's our logo.
It's only 99 cents, but just go download it first of all. So go download it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice.
Oh, it's backwards,
Yeah,
of course.
back up a
Still
little
Watch app.
Come back a little bit. Like
Okay,
right here.
so
There you go. The Still Watch app.
the Still Watch app is
Yeah, right. So just download it. We're going to put out like we're going to try to do like a little commercial to where it really nails down like why you have it, what you're using it for. And I've been going through TikTok and there's a lot of people who are kind of sharing their domestic violence stories
yeah.
and footage of where they've caught their husband hitting them and all kinds of
So
stuff
remember
like
that one you saw, and it was somebody famous, and he was trying to get his girlfriend's cell phone, and you sent me that, and you were like, "This is exactly why the app exists."
Because she was
Was
recording
it? Who
him.
was that? Johnny Depp?
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, maybe it was Johnny
Amber Heard.
Depp.
It was Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Yeah, and she's recording him going off on her.
And he's trying to
And
get her phone.
He's trying to snatch her phone. And right then I'm like, I mean, that is what
That's
the app's
what the
for,
app is for.
Is that
right?
when people do that, whether it's a man or a woman as the abuser, it's not just against men, you know what we're saying.
Right.
If I go to snatch, if she's recording me and I'm screaming at her, I'm pushing her, or you're in the mall and somebody's trying to fight with you, whatever, and you've got this footage, right? I seen another one the other day. A guy at Lowe's was like, "Ma'am, you can't leave the store till you delete that footage." All this kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like, if you're recording it with the Still Watch app,
Can't
as
be
soon
deleted.
As soon as you stop, it's sending it right to a database. Nobody can
Right.
get that off your phone. They can smash
Like
your phone.
when you hit that button,
they can delete your videos, and it doesn't
boom,
matter.
that just went to me. Now you can continue, and you can write a description if you want to, and that'll be added to the photo.
Right. So it geotags,
And then you would submit that, and then boom, it's mine.
Now, here's what I think is important. That does not mean that right then Renee all of a sudden is going to be watching your footage and using it, doing anything.
I don't.
with it.
I don't care what's on there. I'm not going to be looking at
It's just a database. It's just a safe place for that stuff to go. It's going to sit on a server, and if you were to ever need it for evidence in court, you have it.
We can
if
get
you
it
go
to
to
you.
the police and say he hit me, and he says no, I didn't, and there's no proof because he busted your phone or whatever, or she deleted all the videos off there, so there's no evidence of her hitting him. Bullshit. Yeah, there is evidence.
But if you took it with the Stillwatch app, you can contact us, and we will search that footage out, and you can tell us where it happened, and we can find it that way, or we can find it by user,
Let me ask
date, and
this.
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Now,
ask
an outside
questions.
question. So for the app, so let's say Kevin just beat me up or something.
Mhm.
God forbid.
Yeah.
I use the app. I take a picture, video, whatever. Send it in.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, or how is whoever is going to be looking at that footage to be able to tell it's mine if I don't put a description in the video?
Oh,
after I
because
send
I'm
it?
going to know because of your username.
It'll have your username. It'll be geotag located, so it'll know where it happened, so it can prove where, and it'll also have the time. And so even if it's a year from now and you decided the first 5 times he hit you, you're not going to do anything about it. But then later on you decide, oh no, hell no, we're
You
going
want
to
it all.
court. I want out of here. And you need that evidence. It's there. You don't have to be like, well, I deleted it, or I didn't record it, or I
Right.
got a new phone, or whatever.
All right.
Next
Second
question.
And also, I have no intention of doing anything with the photos. They
Right.
will.
It's not
they're
to
gonna,
be used
no,
for any reason. It's
That's
there.
just going to sit there just in case one of my.
It's there if you need
It
it.
don't even have to be a client. Get this. I watched a guy meeting with a client in Lebanon over here at the racetrack, and the way they got it set up in there's a seating area. So we're sitting there talking, and I watch these 2 guys come in. They just walk back to the cooler, steal beer, and leave.
Yeah, if you're witnessing a crime, that's another reason. There's multiple uses is the point, and we're working on like making it real clear and concise so people can understand.
Yeah.
But eventually, let's just pretend in the perfect world that everyone, including police officers and everyone, had this app, right? Now at that point, everyone has it. Everyone knows that everyone has it. It's a household app. Everyone uses it. And so
You better be careful with your,
because
with your
everything you
BS.
do, everything you do, all the Karens out there, all the...
Oh, wait. I want to speak up for some of these Karens.
Are you a Karen?
I'm going to say that
You've
I
had
think...
Karen moments, haven't you?
Thank you. And what's that? Somebody just sent us a swinging
Hey.
baby.
A swinging baby.
Or something.
I don't know
You
what
got
that...
one of them special
A
ones.
gazebo
I don't know what that
thing.
means.
Thank you.
But thank you. We don't have a clue. Look, TikTok's not our thing, but we're here because we want to build a community and help people.
There it is.
I don't know what that is, but I
It
think
looks
Well,
like
they
a little-
gifted you. They gifted you.
It's a
That's what it is.
Valentine or something.
All right, I got a
you
second
do not.
question.
Okay, hold on. I got
No,
two
you do
things
not have
first.
to be an officer.
Yeah, you don't have to be an officer. If you're confused about that AT&T case, somebody asked about that.
Aw,
Yes,
thank
she
you.
was
That's so
cheating.
cute.
She was the paramour, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
she was the paramour, and the man she was cheating with's wife is the one who hired us.
Yes.
And if you missed the AT&T story, this live will be on YouTube tomorrow, so you'll be able to watch it back. What's your question about that?
Second question. I got 2 more questions about that. Second question. Does it also save it to your camera roll? I know that's not kind of defeats the purpose
Yes.
of it,
Yeah.
but does it
Okay,
also go
that's
to the
where
camera
I
roll?
need everybody's help is help us work out the bugs.
Yeah.
Yes, I do
Do
believe.
we want it to do that? That's
right.
one of those things.
See, originally this because we hashed this out, me and Don. But do we want it to save to the camera roll? It is saving to the camera roll.
Okay. So,
But see, if you're in a domestic violence situation, you
Maybe
might
you
not
don't want
want
it
it
on
saved
there.
to the camera roll. So our goal is after we get enough downloads, because we put a bunch of money into this, so now we hope to get some downloads so we can change it a little bit to where I'd like it to have a button to say anonymous. In fact, you could hit anonymous and it just goes away, and you
Yeah.
freaking have to download it again. It instantly deletes it, and then but the
I think
coding guy told me I could do anything I want.
right, it also needs to be once they hit record, right? Let's say somebody
Mm-hmm.
snatches it mid-recording.
Once
I
you
think
let go,
I think
it
once
should
you
send
hit
it.
record, it's going to us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Regardless.
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It is, and like
and that's why right now.
when you, if you want to record, you just hold it down,
Okay, and then if you're just doing
and
a
see
picture,
it's recording. You see the
well,
little red button.
It's not, but just
Oh,
because you're not watching it.
you'll
yeah.
see
So
there's a red button that a red line that goes
Right.
around the circle.
Which is exactly how
like
it is on like
Snapchat.
Instagram and Snapchat, where you actually have to hold it,
and
so
then when you let go,
it goes right.
it's gone,
It's going.
and then
It's going to us, right? And I say us, but it's going to the server where it's going to be protected.
yeah, it says
And that's the thing. This
processing.
is brand new. This is something that she's been passionate about for
Yeah.
a really long time. And
Yes.
it's brand new. And so what we want is for this initial group, you guys are the test group.
Okay, so let's talk about
So-
that. So we talked about this once before, and I pulled some stats. Woo! So we did get 92 hits that went and looked at the app on the App Store, but only 2 downloads.
Oh, and I want to know, who was it that sent the swing? I want to definitely
Peener.
P-E-N-E-R?
P-E-E. Like P.
Peener?
Ner.
Ooh, like
Peener.
Like peener?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for the swing set, whatever that means.
So what I'd like to see is it's a 99 pay per user. It says $1. Anyway, I'd like to see
think
these
it rounds
stats. Let's see. We just set some goals. Our goals are to see these 2 downloads right here. I need that to say 2,000.
Yeah. So listen, this is the very beginning of something that's gonna pop off at some point, right? You guys are the test group. This is the beginning. Any lives we do where we mention it, or any friends we tell, you're downloading it. Use the thing and tell us what's wrong with it. Thank you for downloading it, Juniper. Yeah, just tell us what's wrong with it. Tell us what you like about it, what you don't like, what you think you can use it for. Whatever.
And you can email that to Renee at stillwatchpi.com, which should be on that app under the privacy
and we have
policy.
link trees. I mean, you guys can contact us. I have a link tree on my bio, or whatever, however you say that. On my top of my page up there, there's a link tree. You can get a hold of me. She has a link tree on hers. Cynthia, you're welcome to type in the email address into the chat.
If you know anybody who's in a domestic violence or, whatever the situation, tell them about the app. Tell them to go ahead and download it just for,
Yeah, everybody knows somebody who's in a domestic violence situation, male, female, whatever. If you know kids that are in danger, this is something that your kids can use when you've got a child custody issue and the kid's over at the opposite parent's house and there's stuff going on and the kid doesn't want, the parent to delete anything off that child's phone or whatever. The kid can record that right then. It's going to go right to that database. Then you go home and tell mom or dad, hey, this happened. I used my Stillwatch app. They know that evidence is safe and the child's phone is safe and the other parent doesn't know. You see what I'm saying? So there's so many ways.
And see, you can report things to the cops on their P3 something app. And
but it's a pain in the dick.
You have to put so much information. And, when it's going down, you don't have time for all that.
It's red tape with the cops, right? But this does funny good. If the police, they get wind of our app and everything, they can use it.
Get this.
Can use
well,
it to
there
help
are
people.
grants. I've been working hard this week. So there are several grants, one of which is a cybercrime grant that I'm trying to get. But when we get a grant that if we were to gather evidence and they actually, once like the police needed it and they called me, we would get a grant, a big one. And then if it becomes so needed, used by the public, they'll just take it and pay us a royalty type thing. Anyway, but I've had more than one client get in a domestic violence situation and the next day could not give me the evidence because the abuser took their phone or threatened them.
I think one of the really common things that happens too, though, is that they're in a relationship, stuff starts to go south, but they're not quite ready to turn them in or make a fuss, or they think they're going to get better, or the whole deal, right? But if you're at least got the peace of mind to just record that shit. You can stay in your relationship, see if it works out, go get counseling, whatever.
Right.
But if in 5 years you want to press charges, you have documented that shit and it's safe.
Right, but however, if you keep staying with somebody, the court, you keep on forgiving somebody, the court looks at you as being part of the problem. You're enabling them.
I know, but when you walk into court and you've got 5 years
right.
of history.
I know, but then you're like, why'd you stay and why are you up now?
Well, it's important once you have kids involved.
Right.
And you're
But
talking about
I'll tell you what happened today. Okay, we had a guy call in and he's very upset. Now get this. So his wife's been not coming home from work last 3-4 months. Been a situation. They have kids and stepchildren involved. And she took off to go to Florida to think 2 weeks ago. She called today, said she was going to continue to think for 2 more weeks in Florida, but she got angry. She cussed him out, said she wants a divorce. He doesn't treat her right and all this. And I listened to the whole thing, and we've been talking all morning, and I told him she's cheating. Her boyfriend is in Florida because he told me I keep driving by his house and he's not home night or day. And I said, that's because he's with her in Florida. And now they've come to an agreement to be together. So now she's going to holler at you on the phone and file for divorce and accuse you of being the problem. So today she told him she wanted him to sell some of his construction equipment and give her half the money so she could go buy her a house. But, he asked me how he could stop her from spending all of his money, and I told him, file for divorce and freeze everything right then. Then if they spend it, well, they'll just take it out of their half of the settlement.
Cassandra said, I'm thinking she's cheating. I think, is she talking about the lady you're talking about?
Oh, she's cheating. I told her husband was like, how do you know? Because I can tell by listening to your...
Is it Gad Life?
Oh,
how
yeah,
often she's not
on
coming
Instagram,
home.
yeah, it's Gad Life. And keep in mind, we want you guys to answer, and we want you guys to ask as many questions as you want. If any of us happen to miss the question or don't get to it, feel free. Hit my link tree, send me a DM on Instagram, whatever.
I'm going to go back and read some.
Yeah, somebody was asking about the food recommendations for Nashville.
I tagged her.
Yeah, cool. So
Paula Deans!
Oh gosh, I am not for the Paula Deans.
Shut up. Let me tell you something about Paula Deans.
Mm-mm.
Let me tell you. First of all, don't eat nothing before you go there. But they don't use soy. If you're allergic to soy, you're going to want to go to Paula Deans because the only thing with soy there is the cream corn. And one more thing, it might have been them biscuits. But everything else has butter. And if you're sensitive to foods that's made with a lot of preservatives, Paula Dean's got a nice mashed potatoes made with real butter. The green beans, the spare ribs are very tender. And
the 1230 Supper Club, that one's backed by Justin Timberlake, and they have a location at 5th and Broad.
Ooh, if you guys haven't had ham and goodies, lemon cookies, they're out of Knoxville, but one of my clients who might be watching, hey, if he is, he was really sweet and sent me like 48 cookies, these lemon cookies. And anyway, it turned out great because Christmas Day turns out a bunch of people had presents and we didn't have any. So I was like, I wrapped up 2 of them cookies. Everybody's so happy for each person because Ham and Goodies is the name of the company. And the lemon cookies, they're not that expensive. And let me tell you, my client calls them crack cookies. They're very good.
Somebody was asking about whatever happened to, I think it was ARC 18, whatever happened to the case where the guy got the girl pregnant. So they're talking about the Won't Come Home case. So in that case, you can go, which we'll give you.
Call her.
Yeah.
Right now. Wasn't she on with us one day?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That whole story, including the live interview with the wife in that case, is on my YouTube. My YouTube is in my link tree on my bio.
She owns everything.
You can go watch that whole story. She's on the live with us. But yeah, I feel like that one ended great. He still pays all the wife's bills and supports all those kids, and he's got another one on the way with his little girlfriend, Hot Mama, and they moved.
And our client met a gentleman that she's very much enthralled with, so
yeah, that video kind of popped off, so she kind of feels like since they got blasted, they might have just moved right on out of here.
They kind of disappeared. Probably went back to the living of California.
I think she said there was California.
Yeah, California. That's where you should go.
Yes. YouTube is still Watch Amy. Thank you, Cynthia. But yeah, so this whole live will be on YouTube tomorrow too.
Okay, we want to talk about the foundation.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And you guys keep with the questions and we'll keep trying to answer.
So we don't have like a super great website because I'm the one who made it, but one day Jamie will build one and it'll be better. But I do have, and I've talked about it before, the Still Watch Foundation, which October 5th, 2021, it was actually official with the state of Tennessee. And we take donations for private investigators. And if somebody needs a private investigator and there's a child in danger, we're raising money.
Let's just say that differently, though.
Okay.
The money is not, like, donated to the private investigators.
No,
The
we
money
actually
is
take
for
it and hire the private
families,
investigator to give a
that can't
report
afford to
and to go to
hire.
court for the. Okay, so like I have a young lady right now, and she's a school teacher. In fact, she said she'd be interviewed. So her invoice is very, very high, but she has a little baby girl, and there's an issue, and so basically we just sent the PIs down there and had them, do as much work as we can do. But right now we're at kind of a stalemate because of the payments. Yeah, I still have to pay my people, but she don't have the money to pay us, so we're allowing her to make small monthly payments.
Because that's a super sad story, but that's a little baby that's in 100% danger.
Yes,
and the only way to help is to work.
The only way is to get him and just prove he's lying to the court.
Bill that's just racking up, and that's what the foundation is for: is to help underserved communities and people who need the help but can't afford it.
Especially like military. I've had military men call me and say, she spent every dime I had in the bank. Right. And I'm just desperate, and we take care of them best we can. And we've interviewed neighbors, which the gentleman didn't, this one military guy, he didn't have a lot of money, but we went up there and interviewed neighbors, and I can't remember if it was Thai. And we've interviewed neighbors, which the gentleman didn't, this one military guy, he didn't have a lot of money, but we went up there and interviewed neighbors, and I can't remember if it was Thai or who got her coming out of the garage, out of the boyfriend's garage while her husband was in Iraq or, somewhere. I can't remember if it was Iraq or what. But anyway, he was overseas. She was in her boyfriend's garage. One of the girls went up there early. They got it. And then one of the other girls, I think, it may have been the same one. I can't remember all of it, but I have to go back and read the report. We interviewed the neighbors, and then when the girls give me the reports, then I take those and read through them and see what we can do with them. And on that one, we were able to give it to the Army and stopped her from, I can't remember what she was selling. It might have been his car. She was like selling his property, but they put a stop to it. And so we try to help, especially school teachers, man. Do they not make enough money? We should, be allowed to pay them what they're worth. I know that even if they'd let us give them money, if every kid in the room gave $10 a week, the teachers could.
Yeah, I follow Riley Lively, and the missing, anytime, especially if it's somewhere in our proximity, if there's a missing child, Renee reaches out. Call. We reach out and we offer our assistance, and sometimes they want it, sometimes they don't. So, sometimes people with missing kids, they keep certain things close, or if they're in a police investigation, the police advise them to let the police handle it. It's tricky, but we do try. We do reach out. Like I said, especially if it's somewhere in our proximity, because Renee has found missing children before. And that's something that I'm going to be running on our TikTok, and then we'll do lives and talk about it and all of that, because there's a whole separate foundation just for one particular little girl that she found. So.
Oh, right. The Claire Cooney. Anyway, that she's on my link tree. You can give to Claire Cooney. You can donate straight to her. And I started a college fund for her, and get this, I posted it, and everybody started getting on my butt because politics. They were like, "Do you know who runs this fund?" And I was like, "Oh my God."
What fund?
I made Claire Cooney a college fund. I put $250.
Why were they saying something about who's running the fund?
Oh, because politicians are involved, and I looked into it. There is a situation, but
with your particular foundation for it?
No, with the fund. How you open it with a mutual fund?
Oh,
I opened it with a mutual fund, and then I posted that, and everybody's like, "I can't believe you're gonna."
Everybody's gonna have an opinion about
right.
Everything.
So I just took it down. I was like, "We'll just make her a page you can donate to her, and then we'll keep sliding that away for her college fund."
Yeah. And I see some questions coming through. Feel free to hit me up. Go to my link tree. Hit me up on YouTube, Instagram. I don't want to not answer some of these questions. One was, I have a YouTube. It's new. It barely has any content, but it's there. Feel free. I think the best way to contact me directly is to go to my Instagram and just DM me. But I saw something. I saw somebody ask.
Well,
something.
I monitor my Facebook business suite more than anything else.
Oh, they need help with Shane. McLovin. Yeah, so stuff like that, like the help with Shane. Send me that.
Shane who?
It's
McLaughlin.
LAUGH.
McLaughlin.
Mm-hmm. How old is he?
Anyway, send me that kind of stuff too in my DMs, and that's definitely stuff we'll look at when we're just sitting on cases and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
There is, I'm sure, but they really need help.
She's talking to Cynthia.
Cynthia, do you know? So we're on a cell phone, right? I'm assuming there's a better way. Like, I wonder if we did this from my computer, right? There would be enough room for us both to sit. I feel like I've seen other people's lives where there's multiple people, and we're always like squished in here. Yes, I will check into it, Michelle.
You can do it.
You can do it sideways?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the other person will have to also do it. Like, the viewer will have to view it sideways.
Oh, right, okay. Anyway, we're working on it. I've got my softbox in here instead of a ring light so that our glasses aren't all jacked up.
A softbox is a big light up above our head here that's encased in fabric.
Yeah, I was a photographer in a past life.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yay, just downloaded the app. Thank you, Tracy.
Aww.
Yeah, download the app, guys. It's 99 cents. But just download the app and play with it. Let us know what you find it useful for. If you have questions about it, DM me. You can DM her. You can email us. Palm Pilot us. However you want to send up a flare.
Do they make Palm Pilot anymore?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
What is the little Blackberries they got? They're like getting officially just. I remember you in that fucking Blackberry.
Man, I could
You were like
type
one of the
something.
last hanger-oners.
Love
too.
that
You held
thing.
onto that thing forever. It's blue and
It's hard to
silver.
get me to let go of that
What about
Blackberry.
them pink razors? That was my very first phone.
Golly.
Pink razor.
I had that little tiniest Blackberry, and
Mhm.
seriously, you could type so fast on that thing.
And it was like the old T9 shit too.
With
like,
the little ball
like 1,
on
2,
it?
3.
Yes, with the little ball on it,
yeah.
I like that
Fucking
little thing.
crazy. I just joined. What's the app name? It's the Still Watch
app.
You have your little image of it.
Oh.
So I'm gonna make some posts and not that.
I got you, girl.
Then yeah. So the Still Watch app. It's red, white, and blue. Got a little man.
It says
Little-
lifestyle
Here, I
under
got
it.
you guys in just a
Tracy,
second.
you were a detective, were you? Hmm.
There you go, son.
I met that guy
There you
Greg
go.
yesterday. He's an amateur detective.
Hi, can you go to California? I mean, we do. It depends. Depends on what you got going on.
We've been out there, but I know some investigators out there that are going to be better than we are out there because they know the area. I don't know if I can make that right, but
I
anyway.
think you'd have to back it up some. But yeah, so anything like that as far as hiring us, if you want us to look into a case, all that kind of stuff, DM me on Instagram, email, go to the website, whatever. We both have link trees on our TikToks. If you're not already following Still Watch Renee, go follow her. She's getting close to 1,000. We need her at 1,000 so that she can co-host these lives with us.
Without leaving the house.
We don't have to drag her out on a
2020.
20-degree night with a broken foot.
Oh, it's not broken anymore. It's healed.
My dad
Physical
cheated
therapy.
and my mom made her a detective. My dad cheated
Mm-hmm.
and my mom...
Made me a detective.
Oh, thank you
yeah.
for helping your mom.
New
Man, how
here,
weird
I'm an
to be in the
investigator
middle,
as
though.
well, North Carolina and FLA. Awesome. Sugar Pie. Am I saying that right? Sugar
Sugar pie pea.
Pie.
Pie,
Oh,
pie,
PI. Duh. Hello. Sugar Pie.
PI.
That's cute. Hello, Sugar Pie PI. Yeah, you guys can all slide in my DMs and we can chit chat.
Look,
We
she's
like to
cracking
hear.
a sugar pie.
Yeah, we got you. It just took me a second. But I
We
swear-
have other
If
PIs
you
on
guys-
TikTok that would like some follows if you want to, and that's
Well, she's Agent Ty.
Agent
on there now.
Ty.
She's Agent Ty. She's with us. She's also a real estate agent.
uh-huh.
Cassandra. What's Cassandra?
Still watch
Still watch
Cass.
Cassandra.
Still watch Cass.
No, it's Still Watch Cassandra.
Still
Still watch Cassandra. Okay.
Yeah, you guys go follow them too. I didn't realize you were getting close to
Oh.
1,000. You were at like 700 and something.
She's at
Right. And so
722.
I don't know if Cassandra and Ty are still watching, but I sent you an email. I sent Jamie an email about putting a page together on our website that will, so like you can know that not only is Ty a private investigator, she's also a real estate agent. Also, Cassandra is not only a PI, she's also a hairdresser. Been doing hair for many years. In Mount Juliet, she has a little shop thing over there.
And Tracy, I'm tracking what you're saying. Cassandra's still here. Hey, girl, so y'all can go follow her. But I'm telling y'all, everybody's got to go follow this girl right here because we got to get her on the...
so you can just pop me on live anytime you like.
Yeah, I mean, imagine we come in here, we can sit, you can pop on, you'll be on a little box there, me and you can conversate and people can ask questions. And I think it'll be easier to keep up with questions and then it'll be more podcast style. And I think because we end up going long form, I mean, we always say we're going to jump on live for an hour and we always stay for like 3. But,
Not tonight. It's only been 30 minutes, right?
30 minutes, 9:30, bitch. And you ain't even halfway through your little weak-ass margarita.
Sugar Pie PI said the WE or We Network approached her.
Oh, yeah.
But she didn't have enough PI or women, but now she does.
And now you do. Well, cool.
That's good.
We'll let Discovery know whenever they reach back out to us. So the show we did, they did 4 different PI companies. And it seems like all the other ones had men, and ours was the only one that was all women.
Right.
I mean, we have men that work for us, but the show just kind of centered around a couple of the girls.
Because the men are special requests if somebody wants a man.
Or,
if we need like support,
Yeah.
Men get noticed more.
They're good at lots of things. I don't mean to say that, but like doing process services and stuff, it's better because they're walking up on do not trespass with 2 dogs in the yard.
Yeah, but
and all
Andy did that one, and he did this process, and we searched for this guy for like 3 months. It was a bitch.
Oh, that was a good one.
It was, and so if he's watching, I'll tell you how he got caught, bro.
Pretty good. Oh,
I started watching his wife's social media, and I found a YouTube video where she got interviewed by the Chamber of Commerce in 2020 whenever she owns a sanitation company, and so they were talking to her about the increase in business and all that, right? Well, then at the end of it, the chamber lady says, and how do you like living in Pegram? And she's like, oh, we love it. And I was like, oh, they are in Pegram. So, we go look. I told my husband, okay, so this dude's in construction. I said, you're going to go down to Pegram City Hall because from what I'm looking at Google, by the way, they had $200,000 deposit on a massive pool and they didn't disappear, this guy. All right, that's what it was. So anyway, I said, look at that property they're building. I said, there's the $200,000. It's in their new house.
Can you imagine taking $200,000 from somebody?
You know what the guy told me?
And then just bouncing?
Because he would just text me every few days. He's like, any luck? Any luck? And the day that I found him, he had just texted me and he was like, I was literally sick to my stomach this morning thinking about that. I trusted this guy, give him the money and he's never coming back and all this. But what my husband did, and I sent Buffy out there. I can't remember who all may have sent out there looking for him. But once everybody's tried, I just, forget this. I have to think on it. I just had to let it cook in my brain. And so on that particular week that we were going to go look, I had researched. I knew they were in Pegram, and I looked at the property, and I was like, what he's done is he's built his house way off the main road. But it looked like there was other buildings there. So I told my husband to go down to City Hall and talk to codes and see if he had any permits pulled, what's your, he didn't have any permits, but my husband went over there and he plotted it out. There's no mailbox either.
And then somebody said he just had surgery on his
So my husband, he calls me, I said, okay, go on the property, just what are they going to do? So he goes down this road. Well, it turns out there's more than one house back there. Yay. So no mailboxes out there. These are people that don't want to be messed with. You know what I'm saying? So he said he comes up and on the right, there's a house that had a whole bunch of white Mastiff dogs. And he said there was like 8 of them. And on the left, there was a house that somebody was building a brick wall and they had a gate that they were putting up so you couldn't get to their little house. But around the house even had a chain link fence that was going to be inside of the brick wall. So my husband kept driving because there was a car coming at, and the lady stopped him. She's like, can I help you? He's like, yeah, I'm looking for this guy. And she goes, oh, he lives at the house on the very top of the hill here, but he's really sick right now because he had hip replacement surgery a week ago. Okay, let me back up. That was on a Monday. On the Friday before, I was going to send him out, and I told him, no, I don't know, something just tells me don't go today. Let's go Monday. The guy probably wouldn't even have been there because of the surgery, you know what I mean? We had looked so many places. But anyway, Monday, I was like, today go. So he went. All right. So then he gets on the property, and the lady says, no, dude lives up there. And she goes, in fact, I was over here to bring him some soup or something. And she actually went on up to that house. And so she then came down, and then she stopped again and told him, oh, he wasn't there. I don't know where he's at, but he's not there. Have a good day. So she left. So then my husband was like, no, that was freaky deaky. So he went up to that house where she said he lived, but he didn't live there. A young lady did with a whole bunch of dogs. So she was in her 20s, and she came to the door, and she had to get the dogs under control. So my husband backed way up so that she wouldn't feel threatened. And he said, hey, I'm looking for this guy, you know. And she goes, oh, he doesn't live here. He lives down there in the house right across from the house with the 8 mastiffs. And so my husband was like, well, she told me where he lives. So then he drives back down there, and he said that he was able to walk beyond because he hadn't got his brick wall. He was bricking himself in. And he goes, but he hadn't completed it right by the driveway where he had the little gate. So my husband was able to walk around it. And he's at hip replacement surgery. So he said the dude was sitting outside. The lady said he's on crutches. So he saw the crutches. I think she said that. I'd have to go check. But anyway, he saw the crutches, and he knew that was him. So he walked up to the chain link fence, and he says, hey, are you so-and-so? And he goes, who are you? Why are you asking? And he knew it was him. And he goes, well, I got some paperwork for you. Are you him? And he goes, I don't. And so my husband said, I just threw the whole packet, because it was thick, onto the table on the patio right where the guy was sitting. And he said, sir, you've been served. Well, get this. We charge $75 for 3 attempts for process service. We had tried so many times on this guy, the bill was like $980. We just been out, we searching. Okay, so anyway, whenever my husband was on his way back home, I was texting the gentleman, and he was like, I'm sick to my stomach today. I can't believe you're texting me. What's going on? And I said, he goes, I was literally going to vomit because I've lost that money. And I said, actually, we just got him served, and I have it on video. And he was like, oh my God. He said, if you please send me your bill, I can't wait to pay you.
He's like, can I get your address?
He
so I can kiss you right on the
he
mouth?
was like, can I do something for you? Can I write your reviews? Honey. He's like, honey.
So we've got a question,
that would
chat.
suck. Yeah, what's up?
So how do you let me rephrase this. How do you legally place a tracker? If you want to track something.
If you want to legally place a tracker, then you have to own the vehicle in the state of Tennessee. There's other states that anybody can track. I think, look at Colorado's laws. Wow.
And for other questions, you're going to need to DM us, okay?
Oh, but...
not other questions.
Oh.
Other questions regarding that subject. You'll have to DM us.
You're trying to be all covert. Here's the thing. You need to own the vehicle. And
Yes.
so... let's say you're married and you don't own your vehicle, but every now and again your husband takes your vehicle for something, get the oil changed or whatever. Well, you put the tracker on your own vehicle, and then you make up some reason to need his or hers. You switch vehicles somehow.
And keep that in mind. If your vehicle is in your spouse's name, they can legally track you in that vehicle.
Right. If you're driving, like my vehicle is not in my name.
Right.
What if you have a vehicle that's in 2 names? Could you still
No,
track it?
you're not supposed to track it.
It has to be solely in
It needs to be
name.
solely in your own name. And I have seen many a case where I've even had a police officer tell me, look, when it's between husband and wife, we're not going down that road. They can do whatever they want with their trackers. He was like, we're worried if, a third party
Stalker.
individual
Yeah.
stalker type situation. So
as far as
you need to stay legal, though, because I'll tell you what'll happen. If you illegally track someone and you're trying to get court proof, they'll throw it all out.
Use it.
They'll say, can't use the proof because it was a tracker.
You can't use it as proof.
Yes,
Right.
trackers equal tricky. Yes.
Yeah. But if John Doe comes and says, I own this vehicle, it's in my name, and I want a tracker put on it.
I run a background.
I know,
yeah.
but my point is just that once we have the legal okay to place a tracker, even if you have to do it in a tricky way, sometimes that is tricky. Going at night and rolling up under there and putting it in the right
this.
spot.
They make a new tracker now. It was only $159, and it's not the most high-tech thing, but it is so small. You know what I'm talking about? We talked about it last time it was on.
The new one,
It works.
It looks
It
like
works.
a thumb drive, but
looks
it's
like a battery
but it's
pack.
longer. Yeah.
It works.
That one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually thought it was a super long thumb drive. I was like,
I know, it looks like a thumb drive. You wouldn't know what it was. It has no markings on it. And I got it on Amazon for $159 for 1 year.
and where are you placing that? In a vehicle or on it?
You could put it, that one's so thin. It was about as thick as a USB and about that long, but it's no marking, and it had a little rope on it, like you could hang it. But you could just slide that behind somebody's driver's side, or passenger side, whatever, in the little slip where you can keep stuff,
Yeah.
Like
little
right behind the
storage
seat.
I was
area.
just saying, if you didn't have access to inside the vehicle, where are you placing that?
You could put it in a plastic bag and put duct tape on it and get up under the vehicle and duct tape it under there.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Sugar
even think
Pie
about that.
PI wants to know the name of that tracker, and does it have a GPS service?
Yeah, it does. Let me see my phone. It was the Innova. Let me get you the app.
Sugar Pie, one thing we use, like we all track each other, all our PIs are tracked. We have like permanent devices in our vehicles so that we all know where we all are at all times, and that is now I'm going to forget it because I'm trying to tell you. U.S. Fleet.
Oh, we use U.S. Fleet tracking.
Yeah, and
Those trackers are amazing, and we sell those, but only because we have a couple laying around right now. But I have 3 of them at the house.
So Juniper says she's been reading a lot about trackers being slipped behind license plates. I think she's talking about like the Apple.
Yeah, and I want to say this
Tags,
about the
air
Apple
tags.
tags, the air tags, for
Mhm.
anybody who doesn't know. Yeah, U.S. Fleet is amazing. Those little, tell me what they are again.
Air tags.
The little air tags, if whoever you're, maybe you guys have seen this on the news, but say there's a guy in a bar and he's got one of those and he drops it in a girl's purse because he wants to stalk her, follow her, whatever. They can be dangerous. For that reason, those little air tags, they will notify an Apple user that they're near their phone. So in about 4 hours, if you've got one on you and someone's trying to track you, like your husband or whatever, your phone's going to tell you.
I think the notification says there's been an air tag
Right.
nearby for X amount of
Right.
whatever.
There's been this air tag near you for like 4 hours.
And you can even, I think they've even added it to where you can go in and to like find my iPhone or whatever, and it'll show you the track that it's been following you at.
Right.
Here's
So those
this
aren't super useful for that.
$159 app, GPS. It's INVOXIA GPS. And then it's not as sophisticated as
Is US
Fleet, but it works. But it just gives you little marks where things have been. It doesn't, you're not able to go play back history or anything like that.
So one spoiled line wife says, do y'all not want to give info on how to get started on PI work? Because I'm genuinely interested.
No, we do.
In state Tennessee?
Yeah, just at what
It's
state?
dependent upon your state.
Yeah, what state are you in? That's something we're working on, but mind you, we're almost every single day, we're also working cases in like 12 and 14-hour days. We're trying to compile information on each state for what it takes, and I want to put out some content
South Carolina
covering that.
and Texas. Guys, you gotta Google your requirements for each state.
Yeah, you can just Google the requirements for South
I'm pretty
Carolina.
sure both of those require you pass a test,
Yeah.
and
Or
you
if
have
you
a
have-
clean background check. You have to have a criminal clean.
Yeah, if you have, like, what would be helpful for us to help you?
South
Like, help us help you.
Carolina,
If
private
you have,
investigator requirements.
if you have a super specific question about becoming a PI, that could be helpful. Just how to become one is too general, I guess.
Basically, you pass a test after you read a book, and then you find somebody to train you.
If the state requires you to take a test,
So in Tennessee, since I just passed my license, or whatever I'm trying to say, you have to study from. What's that
there's
book we
three.
got right
There's,
here?
in Tennessee, there's 3 sources.
There's actually a
So you got to read this book, study this book.
Yeah, this is what. Now here in Tennessee,
state of Tennessee, yeah.
in the state of Tennessee, we give this book to anyone wanting to go and take the test.
You
Now,
order it, yeah, from
I will
Amazon.
say that only about a third of the stuff actually ends up coming from this book.
Most of it is law.
Most of it is actually just coming straight up from the state laws.
But get this, the test changes.
And it
Right
changes,
now,
yeah.
today, this test is a lot about the law, Chapter 26 state.
But before, it had like the
But
majority.
all
Say
from
6
this
months
book.
ago, it was mostly from this book. So the test changes. So every time we have somebody take the test and pass, we have them go through and highlight
Right.
the information
So-
and tell us what was on there.
I have kind of like a photographic memory, so when I got done taking the test, I could literally, even though it was like 176 questions, as soon as I come out of that test, I could like tell you those 176 questions. So I come out, I go back through all my study material, and I went through and marked everything that was on that test, right? I failed it the first time I took it because you just don't even know how to study for it other than to go take it and then remember what's on it. So, but when I went back the second time, different questions. So I did the same thing. I came out, I went through everything, marked it all. And now we have kind of a comprehensive study guide, assuming they don't change the test again here soon, which they probably will. So it's kind of a moving target as far as the test goes here in this state.
Danimals. She says they say two things. So how do you get an apprenticeship? And if nobody's hiring for apprenticeships, what can I do?
Yeah, that's the tough part too, from what I understand, is for some reason the community of private investigators is not real interested in training their competition. And that's not the way Renee handles it. She wants to train as much competition as possible. She wants to train people because the more of us out there are, the safer kids and spouses and all that are going to be. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, but here's what I think is, like when you're a PI and you're on your own, and if you are a PI, you know this, you end up getting a call and they're like, oh, we need like 3 people. And then first night, 2 of your people get busted. Now you're down to 1 and now it's a problem. So the only way that I could see to really effectively conduct surveillance was to hire as many people as possible.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I've hired men. They don't last here very long. But also, let me tell you something about PI work. It's seasonal. Like right now, yeah, we have a case going that whenever she worked it, like today, yeah, it might have been 12 hours or something, but only one person working. Right now, we're all working at home.
And it's for a very, very difficult
case. But she only wants one a day. So, like, that one's, I don't even consider that like a case we have really going. So right now, we are very slow. We have a few little tiny cases coming in. Like today went and handed out a letter that we've tried to give that letter a couple times. We can't find the person to give the letter to. So those are little tiny cases, but right now we don't have any big cases. What happens is we get a little bit slow in the winter, but as soon as the weather warms up, and usually around Valentine's Day, we'll need like 5 people that day.
Yeah. And that's so 2 things. One, the whole 3,000 hour thing, I totally understand that frustration. I know when she first started, you worked under somebody. That guy's life ended up kind of falling apart, and he handed her the business.
Actually, he let us all go because he didn't want to run a business anymore. He was getting divorced.
Right.
And so I had no choice. I either had to find somebody else to work for and see, just like
It's hard.
It's hard to find somebody. So my other option was, since I had so many years of experience, I was able to start my own.
Yeah.
And during the time I was working under him, I was getting my criminal justice degree. But you don't need it in the state of Tennessee. You just have to be able to pass that test.
Yeah.
Sugar PI wanted to know earlier on if you guys offer CE classes.
Not yet. But anyway, I've been talking to the state of Tennessee about some things, and she was telling me she thought that's which way I was going with it. But we had to take a step back. We were starting a school, but then the state of Tennessee said that I didn't need a school. And then so I appealed that and said, I actually have 5 people on a waiting list. And she's like, well, they don't need you because all they have to do is pass the test. And I told her, anybody can pass the test, but if you really want to be a PI, you better find a PI to train you.
Yeah.
Because
we've had people pass the test and they turn out to just be absolutely not for this.
Yeah, it's not for them. I've had actually several girls that are really good PIs, but they can't take the not knowing where their next paycheck's coming from. That's why you got to have 2 incomes. Like,
what do they say about
like
this?
Cassandra's a hairdresser and Ty does real estate.
This is very volatile hours.
It's we're posting it on TikTok and stuff. It seems all funny and stuff.
Actually, it's
very
a lot
time
of
consuming.
yes.
Yeah.
And half that stuff is like 3 seconds of a 12-hour shift, or
it's frustrating.
After 5 hours, we get this one tiny little clip,
or 5 months of surveillance, and then we finally caught what we were looking for.
It's a lengthy, and it's not all butterflies and rainbows,
No, you have to have patience to be able to sit in your car and not look at your phone.
Because you never know. Like I said, 5 seconds. You know.
Let me tell you something. Right? You can't even. You can't be looking at TikTok, and you can't be looking at anything. You have to put the phone down or be ready to record with it.
The live is stuck.
Because I have made that mistake myself. And
what about DWI felonies?
So
that I'm in the process of having expunged. Once they're expunged, it shouldn't affect
okay,
you.
well, you can still get a license because it's not like a criminal act. So if you've got a DUI or something, that's okay. If you've had assault charges, no. Criminal, like theft.
Anything violent.
Burglary, theft, anything that's moral in turpitude or something.
I know you're just trying to...
Anyway, if it's morally incorrect, like child molesting, you can't be. Or if it's anything that's criminal, felony type stuff. But any charge that you have, the commission will be willing to listen to you and possibly still give you a license. If you have an explanation. If you really want to be a PI, you can send them an email. They're very easy to deal with. And they would let you come in front of the board and talk to them about what happened during that, little criminal period of your life.
Thank you, Cynthia, by the way, for helping Be Sweet Stephanie. I know she's having some issues there.
They do play in the background. If you're trying to get out of TikTok, you have to completely cancel out of the app. Like
completely kill the app.
Kill the app.
Just kill the app.
It'll play or it's going to play through your speaker like a phone.
Yeah.
Or play through your phone speakers like music.
I've had that happen before too. Yeah, it's like a glitch with it when you're on a live. Sometimes when you get off of it, it stays on in the background, and you have to kill the app. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. Good info, appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. So very specific questions help us answer better than the big, broad, general ones because we may not ever touch on what you're actually looking for. The other thing I wanted to say was about the hours. I mean, like, tomorrow morning I have to be somewhere. I got to get up at 5 a.m. I didn't know that until a little while ago. If I had 2 small kids to get on a bus to go to school or something, I don't know what I would do.
If you got kids, I wouldn't even try it.
So, thank you for the gift, number 1, Rach.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody's sending gifts. Thanks.
Do you have any connections with PIs in Texas that might be interested in hiring for an apprenticeship?
We're at in Texas. That's a big-ass state. And who was it that sent the gift? We should shout out their actual username.
Number 1, Rach.
Number 1,
Rach.
Thank you.
Rich?
Rach.
Like Rachel. Oh, like Rachel. Cool. Number 1, Rach. Thank you so much for the gift.
Rachel Conger. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was weird.
Oh, speaking of Rachel Conger, this has not been on TikTok yet, but there's a missing person that we worked, Rachel Conger. I'm sure you can Google it. And her brother-in-law messaged me this morning, and they want us to go on a podcast out there to talk about that case, which is featured on the show. So if you haven't caught any of the episodes, I think it's one video. It's episode 1, 3, and 4 on Secrets, Lies, and Private Eyes on Discovery Plus, soon to be on the ID channel. But episode 1, 3, and 4, mostly 4, goes into the Rachel Conger case.
Danimals, to repeat to her questions about hiring in Texas. It's in the Fort Worth area.
Fort Worth. Yeah, I don't know.
Right now, whenever I have a case in Texas, I call my friend in Las Vegas, who is licensed in Texas, and he's the one that does it, Lance Brittain, and he has Brittain Investigations in Las Vegas, so he's licensed in I think like 14 states. So he's the guy I call for Texas. So I'm not sure of anybody to help you out down there.
Yeah. And feel free to swing back and, throw an email or whatever her way. I don't know why I'm saying swing and throw.
I would start by looking at Googling PIs in your PI companies in your area and see if they'd be willing to sponsor you.
Who was feeling awkward, Cynthia?
Number 1, Rach was saying we were giving her so much shit. Like, Rich, what? She's feeling awkward about it.
I'm sorry.
Well, the text, if you guys are ever on lives, like, the text I'm trying to read is so freaking tiny. That's why I was asking, like, if we did it on the computer or something where I could help read the questions, it's so small.
So you know what I would do for that Texas thing is I would call the board in the state of Texas, the Texas Association of Licensed Investigators, and ask them this question. who hires the most investigators in this area, and they'll tell you. And once we got a huge client, and they called the state of Tennessee and said, who hires the most investigators? And they said me, and they called us, and they used our service. They still do.
Cindy Sons asked, can you have a felony and be a PI?
Probably not. It would depend on the felony.
Yeah, I was going to say the nature of the felony. Thank you for the roses. Cindy, I think it was.
That was number one rage again.
Number one rage. More roses. Thank you.
Or any priors.
Or any priors.
That was a completion to the felony.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
It's up to the commission if they, you basically, let me say this, if you're going to fill out an application, make sure it's all true.
Yeah, honestly.
Don't leave anything out.
Yeah.
Even if you think it's expunged, you still got to put it on there and tell them it's expunged.
One Spoiled Wife, thank you for the roses. Geek
Yeah, that's
Mowworm.
20
Where are y'all?
roses.
We are in the Nashville area. Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, you're in Knoxville. Cool.
Ooh, ham and goodies.
Oh, is that in Knoxville?
So what is Ham and Goodies?
I don't know what they do. I think it's a restaurant, but they mail out lemon cookies.
Do you guys have any questions?
One spoiled. I get the one spoiled wife. What am I missing there? One spoiled
Line wife.
line wife?
Line,
Like a lineman?
walk a line.
Or like a cook line?
Walk a line.
Walk line. One spoiled line wife.
Sorry, caps lock is stuck.
Oh, no, hey.
How long is the schooling?
Hold on. The caps lock is helpful. Everybody throw the caps on.
Well, no, if everyone does
see
it,
that.
then you can't read it.
No, seriously, I can see that shit way better when it's in
No, I'm saying
capitals.
if everybody puts caps lock on,
I'm
then it's
telling
going to
you.
blur.
No, I can see it. The bigger letters is helpful.
She says her
okay,
husband
go
is a
ahead.
lineman.
Got it. Well, my husband does fiber optic cable, so back in the day he was a lineman. He would climb the poles, and now he gets to ride in his little luxury bucket. But the lineman thing is hard, so props to your husband.
So back to the how long is the schooling?
How long is the schooling?
There is no schooling to be a private investigator right now. You have to find somebody to hire you. There is some online schools you can pay.
Isn't there like an actual physical class somewhere you can go to prep for the test?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not what you
I
have
thought
to.
I saw something.
We're not done. Anyway, I never finished telling them, but finally
she's
the
working on
commission got back to me between Christmas and New Year's this year and told me that they would allow us to have a school. So where I put it on the back burner, now it's coming forth again. And so I've been spending the last few days getting our Stillwatch Foundation and our Stillwatch investigations fully up with, basically the government.
The legalities.
And then it is possible. So there's also a higher education of the state of Tennessee that you can get accredited through, and we'd actually be an accredited school. And that takes more.
And you need a physical address.
Right, and I need a physical address. So that's back to where we are right now. So we may be getting a PI school. Mm-hmm. And you know what I was thinking is we could have like a PI live school. And you know what I do?
Well, that's what
for
I think.
people
That,
too.
that's
This is a generational
better.
thing. Yes, this is her generation. She's thinking physical
Yeah,
school,
like
bodies in the seat.
But at the same time,
And
the
me-
state of Tennessee, when you start a school, you have to have a physical location.
Yes.
And
Right.
you have to have the, which I get, but
Right.
that's moving on. That's getting
I
out of
think,
here.
I
COVID,
think,
Right.
I think
COVID
an
restricts
online course per your state. So every
mhm.
state would have its own different
Right.
curriculum for the online course. You sell the course, and then you have people on here that you have one-on-ones with.
Right, and I was thinking this, if you do get...
Or 1-on-30. You know.
I was thinking about this, if you were to get licensed even in the state of Tennessee, I was thinking we could help you, like assign a PI to you. For instance, you could hire one of our PIs and you could be on live with them while you're on surveillance or something.
Oh,
you know?
right, and be like, what should I do here?
Yeah,
Or,
what do you think about
this
this?
is about
or-
to happen, or there's a man approaching my car, or whatever. Just like, Jamie's new, and she was out on a case today, and she just called and sat on the phone with me, just because she just wants to make sure, everything.
Well, that was really simple. That's delivering a letter.
Right, but still,
Yeah.
just having that person to just be like, should I do this, or do you think I should move up, or
Oh, right.
just to have somebody to bounce something off of on your decision.
Because sometimes you do yes, it was an easier case, but sometimes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all
stuff
something.
happens.
It just occurred to me, like when you're a PI, and I used to do this by myself, and I had a case where the wife was cheating, and it's funny, I thought of it because you said lineman, and her husband called me. He's a lineman for NES, and she was sleeping with a lineman from NES.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were on the same crew. Anyway, they were staying in this trailer park. I mean, half of it was a trailer park, like in the front, but the back half was old campground. And so there was a lot of riffraff, if you will. A lot of people living there. They took their little camper and they built a roof off and they made a garden. And, you know, this people were living there. And so I was trying to park in there. And I did park in there during the night one night. And his little trailer was rocking. So her and her husband owned like 10 acres of land and had lots of money and a boat and all the good stuff. And where is she? She's in the trailer park. I love that. That happens a lot though. But anyway, so I had to find a way to stay in that trailer park, and here's what happened. Every day I was telling my husband, I was like, they're coming at me. I'm not sure if I can stay here. I can't get out of the car. People are trying to talk to me, beating on the car. And this is a horrible thing that happened, but it was a great thing for me. This woman attempted suicide in the trailer park. And so all of a sudden, while people are like, who's she looking at me? Oh, by the way, I went dressed down, no hair, hair in a ponytail, no makeup, just, anyway, acted like, I'm sitting over there with a broken heart, my boyfriend done kicked me out of the trailer. Anyway, here come all these cops and ambulance and shit is going down. And I'm like, oh yeah, I hate to say it. It was the most beautiful day. Oh, God, I was so happy.
Thank you for
because
the roses.
I got out of the car and I started, I went to where the crowd was and I was like, what happened? What happened? And see?
You got to be like
I got all talking to him, you know what I'm saying? And then the guy was like, man, this is crazy. You want a beer? And I was like, yeah. I don't even I'm like, yeah, man, give me a beer. I'm like, this is nerve-wracking. My God.
Natty lights.
I went to like each little person. I was like, did you know her? And I was like, man, this is tearing me. Oh my God, somebody could have done something about it, And they were like, dude, why don't you come and sit with us at our barbecue? We want to talk to you. And I was like, yeah, let's talk, So they were like, what are you doing around here? And I was like, oh yeah, I broke up with my boyfriend and everything. And anyway, I had to find somewhere to go just temporarily, but I'm just parked here. My parents are out of town, but they're really old, so it takes them a while to get their RV back up here from Florida, so I'm just waiting for them to come in, but they don't trust me with a key. Bullshit. Anyway, so I was like, so if y'all see me just sitting in my car, don't worry about it. I'm just trying to, not get picked up by the cops, you know what I'm saying? And so they took me in. I'm not kidding you, man. They come by the car and say, hey, you want a soda or something? I'm going up to the store, get a soda. You need anything? I'm good to go, man. I was able to sit right under this light and then watch her come to her boyfriend's trailer and do their business and then leave. And get this, I busted her. I got all the evidence on her, and so one night she got her husband's phone and she texted me and she was like, you're the bitch who followed me and all this. And I was like, I can't believe he went back to you. I told him if he ever needed anything, that I have, someone that definitely be interested in taking him. And I was like, you shouldn't do him like that. And she's like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I'll just call him tomorrow at work. Oh, snap!
Yeah.
So, again, with how to become a PI.
For real? Yeah, go ahead.
You have to Google the requirements of your state. Every state is different. So, in one state, you may have to have the 3,000 hours, but in some you don't. It's all different.
Somebody said something about acting classes.
Do I need acting classes?
Gee, did you have acting classes? Are you being serious? Or are you making fun? Mini got game.
Well,
so for Arizona,
we don't need
you
acting
have to
classes.
look it up.
We're crazy.
It's how I really am. In fact, the whole family goes out of their way not to get me all riled up because
she'll keep going.
I get on
she'll
roll.
Get on it and she'll go.
Yeah. Extrovert, introvert. So imagine. I grew up with this.
So we've, done our DNA.
Lady.
We've all, they did a $5,500 DNA test on me at the Vanderbilt. Or St. Thomas, I think it was. But anyway, I excrete twice as much adrenaline than other people.
I can't believe you just said it, excrete.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
You
I made me a little uncomfortable.
Okay, so when I get adrenaline rush, I have twice as much adrenaline hit my bloodstream than other people.
So, Monica, the best website I could give you is you just have to find your state website. So, like Tennessee.gov will give you all the information on how to become a PI in Tennessee.
Yeah, core.10.gov.
So you got to look up what your Tennessee state site is.
Yeah, Monica, if you're Tennessee, go
if
to
you're Tennessee, man, get the book, pass the test, boom.
As of right now, if you are in Tennessee and you are interested in becoming a PI, we do have a link to this place on
also,
our website.
like, we'd be willing to train you, but right now, we're charging for our time. We used to, like, take people in for free, but now you can expect to spend about $2,000 if you want to run around one of my girls. And we're going to pay that to the girl who you go with.
I was in medical for 10 years. PI work is my profession. My past has made me one of the best here. Yeah, that's the thing,
Oh, the
too,
medical,
Yeah, well, as far as, like, your past making you... I'm a 5 personality, if anybody's familiar with Enneagrams. The Enneagram personality
Does that
test.
mean you have 5 personalities in there?
No, I am a
she's
number
personality
5
5.
on the Enneagram test.
What was I? I already forgot.
Which literally is called the...
Who am I speaking to now?
The investigator. So, I am anyway, my point is just that your background and all the shit you've been through can make you a really good PI. And then also particular personality types like 5s who are just like, we will dig and dig and dig.
I have these napkins that I used to leave around, and they say, it's got a picture of a real pretty lady, and it says, a woman who's been cheated on is a better investigator than an FBI agent.
Yeah, somebody made a comment on one of our clips that was like, tell me you're a woman scorned without telling me. Like, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. You're damn right. Probably
I feel like saying, have you met men? But I don't want to be like that. Right? No, people cheat for different reasons, but I highly recommend the 5 love languages. Let's say you're in a relationship right now and you're like, not sure what's going on. Do the love language test. If their love language is quality time and you're never home...
There was the cutest love language TikTok I saw the other day where she was like POV, point of view, and she's like cooking or whatever, and he comes up behind her and he gives her like a little smoochy smooch, like, oh babe, thanks for cooking or whatever.
She's like, get off
as
me.
He goes to walk, because his love language is
physical touch, but not hers.
Hers is words of affirmation. So she's cooking. He comes up, oh, thanks. Or he didn't say thanks. He just loves on her. And so as he's walking away, she goes, I'm going to need you to say it. And he's like, say what? What? She's like, I'm going to need you to say thank you. I'm doing a good job. And he's like, but I love and I kiss you. I'm going to need you to say it. And she's cooking or whatever. And he comes over,
There's 5
like,
love languages.
Thank you or whatever. And she's all smiles.
And your kids have love languages. Well, there's only 5, so you figure out what your kids is. If your child's love language is gifts, and you're not buying them presents or giving them a card or writing them a note or something, they're not going to feel loved. And if your child's love language is acts of service, they probably won't clean their bedroom because they want you to do it so that it proves you love them. And then if it's quality time, you need to spend time with that child. And same thing, words of affirmation. You don't say, be a good boy. You say, have good behavior. That's one thing. And then if they clean the room, you say, this room looks so much better, or never looked this good, or the lawn never looked this good. When you're giving words of affirmation, you want to describe what they've done well.
Somebody said all the trauma in their past. I think find anything, give me 10 minutes. One hard body, yeah. I feel that. The facts, my ex-husband was a serial cheater for 16 and a half years. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't agree with like the all men cheat, and I don't agree with once you do, we'll do it again.
Right,
because every situation is different. But there definitely are those who are just always going to do it, and unless they go get some.
Same with women.
Or men or women, people I should say. There's people who are just always going to do it unless they go get therapy, help. Self-growth, figure out what the fuck their demons are.
Or they really got some mental issues they're not going to get over. They just keep promising, I'll go to therapy, but they're never going.
Yeah. And again, that's not a judgment at all.
No, it's just a fact.
It's not a judgment.
And man, let me tell you something. A dude pushes you around, or a chick even. Somebody pushes you around, one and done. As soon as they show that side of themselves, man, get away from them.
So to whoever was looking up Arizona They said someone looked it up for you. They recommend a bachelor's in criminal justice. In
Wow,
Arizona.
But see, that's a recommendation.
You don't
though.
have to have
okay.
it. It's a
Right.
recommendation.
It's not a requirement.
Well,
it's a
listen, I
recommendation.
went all through the criminal justice degree, and I don't find that it has anything to do with private investigating.
Learn what the laws are. Don't
You
break
learn
them.
about the court system and how it works and the
I
levels
feel
of
like
it.
if
And,
it's,
you know,
'cause
none of that
I
has.
briefly did criminal
Right.
justice when I was in college because I thought, that's
Right.
what I wanted. But it's more if you want to. For me
You
personally,
really need, if
it's
you want to be a
an
cop
attorney
or an
forensics.
attorney.
Yeah,
Mhm.
forensics, attorneys, and police officers. And that's because of, like, their bureaucracies and stuff. They have got to know the law. They got to go
Yeah.
right by
Right.
the law. Where us, we need to know the laws so we're not breaking them when we're doing
Okay,
our
like
jobs,
if you want to
but
go to
it's-
private investigator school, you want to know, how do I find out which hotel my client's husband is at?
Yeah, and they're not going to teach you that in criminal justice school. I'm sorry, but they're not. So
How do you handle people approaching your vehicle?
yeah, be
Mhm.
calm.
How, like, I can't talk, it's my favorite case. I can't freaking talk
I know.
about it yet. But, being an investigator, you're looking for clues everywhere, and if you don't automatically just know how to look for clues, you need to be taught how to look for clues, what to look for, the meaning behind things, body language. You know what? A class in body language would do a
Right,
hell
which
of a
I've
lot
actually
more
taken
for
a
you
couple
than
of
criminal
mhm,
justice,
mhm.
because body language is fucking.
And there's a book out there called How to Never Be Lied to Again.
Yeah, know when someone's lying to you.
Yeah, and that's like, I could go into a whole topic on that right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he will get his at some point. That's true. People who live miserable lives live miserable lives.
It's
Yeah.
getting late.
I know. Cast iron pan. Oh my gosh. Oh, have you guys seen the TikTok where she's shopping for, like, cast iron pans? She's shopping for pans, and it's a joke. But she'll ask a man that passes by, like, "Oh, can you help me?" And they're like, "Sure. What do you need?" And so she's like, "I'm thinking about, buying this pan. What do you think? And will you help me pick a pan out?" And they're like, "Okay." And so she turns around and she's like, "Did you come in here with whatever?" She like,
Oh, okay.
She like holds the pan back like she's pretending, so it's making them think that that's what she does at home. Like she's picking out a pan to beat the shit out of her husband. Anyway, I thought it was funny.
One hard body says,
We're
I
just
literally
desperate
got
for
goose
info.
because
Mhm.
I
Desperate
literally
for
got
content.
goosebumps because I'm really good at all this. The only thing I'm confident in is this.
Yeah. Well, then you need to be doing it.
Yeah, I need to be going.
Well, scoot, woman, hell.
And not always I pass the lie detector, so it's not always a fact. What?
Wait, what about a lie detector?
I don't know.
People
I
can
think they're
pass a
having
lie
their own
detector.
conversation.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Certain
sometimes people will talk.
We had a
amongst themselves.
case, a divorce case, and the wife and the husband both took lie detectors, and they both passed. You know why? Because they both believe they're right.
I was gonna say they're both sociopaths.
Does the lady work for AT&T that you filmed?
Not
she
anymore.
did.
She does not.
She did. Past tense.
And we had nothing to do with it.
Bye, Juniper. Juniper's going to bed.
Bye, Juniper. Thanks for
joining.
hanging
Me
out.
too. Thanks for watching, you guys.
She's leaving too. I'll stick around and answer a few more questions if anybody has any clip questions or whatever. I'll stick around
Ooh.
while we're winding down. What's
Can you
up?
tell Chris to start my car?
Yeah.
He has to take that bag with him.
Oh, let me go get my husband to go do a manly thing.
Because that's how we do it in the South. We send them in.
So Nicole, we'll sign off here in not too much longer, but this will be posted on YouTube on Still Watch Amy on YouTube.
How interesting,
See you,
this
Sugar
TikTok.
Pie. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, dearest. That's the beauty of getting older. Get your son-in-law to go start your car.
Thanks for the likes.
Thanks for the memories.
Since we're kind of wrapping up here, does anybody have any final questions? While we still have Renee.
Oh, Renee. Well, she'll step out. You're stepping out, aren't you?
Oh, I'm going to give my car a minute.
Oh,
No!
I'm not
Yes,
bringing
I am.
her. I'm not
Oh,
bringing
I'm
her.
leaving
Come on.
now.
Come on. Get
my jacket off the floor.
You know it's the dead of winter, right?
Excuse me. Oh, pardon me. I'm just out here stretching my body around. Sorry.
Watch my my valuables back here.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
I'm still here.
See our numbers go up.
They love to jump on when we're winding down.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, you can hang out in here and let your car warm up. I'm just gonna sit down. Ugh.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh yeah. Stay tuned for the next episode. Oh my goodness.
We're so glad we changed your life. One hard body. We changed his life. Or her life, their life.
Are these lemon trees?
They are. I have
Alright.
2 lemon trees in my office. I'm planting them in the ground this year, but I have to overwinter them in the house, obviously, because they're citrus trees. There's that Margarita. This is my camera that I used to use a lot. Everything's video now.
I'm going to take my foot
Little,
on
little
home.
tiny dog. You think your car's warm enough yet?
Maybe.
For real. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
T. Maria.
Renee is peacing out, y'all. Get
Renee's
y'all's final
leaving.
questions in.
Bye,
I got
lady.
the right phone.
Do you want your
Or do
personal
you
cell
want
phone?
your phone? That's, I mean, technically that was my phone. But
You're keeping her personal cell phone.
yes.
Renee's taking a
Cassandra,
cell phone
remember to call
hiatus.
her. I don't know if she still needs you, but
Oh. Well, let me call her right now.
My Margarita's gone. I can only have one because I gotta be up at 5 in the morning. Angelia.
Angelia.
Man, I'm bad at names. I'm so sorry. She said drive safe.
Oh, thank you.
Remember, this will be
Cynthia
on
said bye,
live,
Mama Renee.
so-
Earlier, someone said they loved your enthusiasm.
Thanks.
And your whoa, man, my whole house shivers and my house was built in 1965,
Sorry.
so
Hey.
the whole thing shakes
You
around.
need me.
Oh, I said it correct, Angelia. Cool. One of our PIs is on the phone. I think that my eyes are bigger.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
you just want a background check?
No, like on here they seem when I get
That's
up
not, I know what you're saying.
back here they look normal, but when I get up close they get all big.
Oh, okay. So
I think
the
it's 'cause
normal
you're-
165.
You think it's because I did that?
I could do one for you for 65. Okay, baby.
The dogs are out there, so you're gonna have to run.
Alright.
Leave the phone.
I was trying to carry. Oh, she'll probably walk away with that phone. Renee's taking a phone hiatus for like a week because her phone rings all day long. So
I'm gonna
Jamie,
make sure she don't take it with her.
Jamie's gonna be answering the phone all week. Are you doing emails too, or is she?
I'm doing everything. So if intakes, branching off PIs and stuff. So I'm gonna need like a list of where all the PIs live at and all that stuff. Hey, Renee.
So anyway, I'm just hanging out because I'm too wound up to just go right to bed, and I'm hanging out. If y'all have any questions, One Hard Body, you got any more questions? Ask while you have the chance. Yes. Any questions? Shoot them. All right, I'm here to explain your AT&T story. Yeah, so the AT&T story, we did that at the beginning of the live, and Renee was the investigator on that case, and she went over the whole thing. So what we're going to do, what we've been doing, is posting these lives to YouTube, and the YouTube is Still Watch Amy, and that will be up tomorrow, so it's not like you have to wait a week or anything. But if you have a specific question about the AT&T case, I can probably answer that for you. Otherwise, you can check out the live footage tomorrow on YouTube. This is
back.
Is it Rosie? This is Jamie's doggo. She'll go home with her when she leaves.
That's my little gremlin.
How do you go about getting a background search done? That you can just email us
get
at
it done.
StillWatchPI and Jamie will run it for you.
Mm-hmm.
The comprehensive background is $165.
$165 for a comprehensive plus $65 for just a comprehensive. So basically the difference is you get more information on the plus than on the comprehensive.
I know.
She
You ready
loves
to
you
go
just
home?
so much.
I know. Oh my goodness. Kisses all day long. Are you confused and so you feel like you need to kiss me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sugar pie, I'm not sure if you said this already. Definitely will reach out to you if we need some help on your neck of the woods.
Tell me what TRL is, sugar pie. TRL.
TLO?
TRL. It might be obvious once you say it, but I'm not sure right out of the gate what TRL is. Depends on what info you need. I think the all was probably for the doggy. Yes, the little doggy. We got lots of doggies around here.
Come here, gremlin. That's what you are.
Yeah, so ClePic, I hope you caught that. Just send an email to stillwatchpi.com.
Background check, I believe. So it won't let you know if someone is married specifically, but it'll put on there known associates. So it's very likely, we'd have to do a lot more digging on that, but
couldn't they find out from the county?
You could, but if you really wanted to know if someone's married, those are public record. You can go to your local courthouse and look it up.
And is it where they got married, or?
But it has to be the county in which they got married
in. Yeah. She
meant TLO. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do use TLO. Yeah. Yes.
We do use TLO, just in case you couldn't hear Jamie. If I want to investigate someone from Australia, can you guys do it? So, kind of a funny thing. My husband, we sit and show each other TikToks. He just showed me a TikTok from people that live in Australia, and this big ass spider came crawling out of this Jeep, and I was like, we're never going to Australia. One, he's terrified of spiders. And I'm not like super scared of them, but no, fuck those spiders. But I don't know. I guess it would just depend. It would have to be a pretty major case for us to travel somewhere like that. I imagine there's got to be a private investigation firm somewhere in Australia, which we can try to help you find them.
I don't think we've ever done anything background check wise. I don't know.
No, this is a separate person just asking about investigating someone from Australia.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if we could do.
Oh, right.
On the internet, at least, investigations per different countries. I don't know if you need
right. Yeah, no, I don't know
special stuff for that. That would have been a Renee question. Let me text her and maybe.
Yeah, she may know that. I guess it depends on the.
I think it's
the country's Freedom of Information Act. I think I scrolled up too far. Will a background check let you know if someone... Okay, you got that, TLO, yeah. No, you're fine. I definitely cannot type. I use speak to text a lot, and then it just screws it up too. And you know what? I'm impatient, so I'll be doing speak to text, and I'll send that shit.
I tried to send you a text message while driving today, and I kid you not, I did speak to text the whole time, and then I was like, no, change message. Okay, and then did it again, and then they read it back to me. I'm like, no, that's still not right. Change the goddamn message.
I can't say that on live because I can't give out that client's name, but so that client and my name, and then the word, and then oh my god,
that's what I was.
That's the word. Exactly, yeah, it's the worst. Your phone the whole time is just like it's like that word. Siri does not understand it.
No, it can't.
That name. I'm just answering last minute questions here before we sign off. If you missed anything on the live that you were looking for, any story times from the cases, we're going to be posting this live on YouTube tomorrow. So it'll be up for you to watch back, which some of the other lives are on there too. And I promise we are doing, I don't know if we're going to call them follow-ups or whatever. All the clips that are on there, we usually do lives and do story times, but I understand that when people go back through the footage later, it's weird because I didn't even understand how TikTok worked when we first got on here. But when new people, sorry, I'm going to wipe my nose. My nose is running. When new people get on and they look at these old clips and they're like cliffhangers, right? They want to know how the stories ended or something about them, and we want to make little short clips for each one of those stories. So basically every playlist will have a clip at the end that kind of sums up everything from that playlist. So we're trying to get like a media day together where we can sit and go through all those. And
sugar pie, so we don't have like necessarily like a form for reports, but I mean we do have our own little setup that we do. If you give us an email at Renee at stillwatchpi, we can kind of show you what we do.
Is that for sugar pie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Also, Sugar Pie, who told you that you're not good at them? I mean, I feel like that's kind of relative to who's
Everyone's
reading it.
is different.
Yeah, if it's for court and you're not good at it, well, there's a certain way the court, you can ask for an example from the court, don't let somebody just tell you you're not good at it. Say, well, how can I improve it then? Like, what is it that you're looking for in this report that you're not getting, so that you can learn? It's kind of a dick move for someone to just tell you you're not good at it.
I don't know exactly where the marriage may occur, just possible state. Yeah, I think for public records like that, I mean, you really need to be very as specific as possible.
Right. So
for marriages, divorces, sometimes birth adoption records, because often those are sealed. Like anything like that, you need to know city and state. Yeah.
So as far as like, you can hire Jamie specifically for that. She does a lot of research, but she can run a background check, and then she can try and help you research the people and like where they live and where they may have gotten married and that kind of thing. Just depending on how much that information
is valuable to you.
How much value it is to you. So you'd have to hire her to kind of dig for you, other than just doing the background check.
It was a male I worked for. I believe they are good. He didn't want to become independent. So. Oh, I got those. Okay, I got you.
All right, cool. So you're clocking that. I don't know exactly where. Okay. I get mixed up with who's saying what to who on here, so.
Oh, I know. When they start having conversations, that's when I'm like, wait, what?
One of our original lives, man, there was like so many conversations going on. I was like, I am lost. Yeah, cool. So if you're just joining, we're ending the live here soon, but it will be posted to YouTube. There's a link in my bio, I guess, in my link tree, to the YouTube channel, and this will be posted to YouTube tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have service on my case tomorrow, so I'm going right out to a case at 5:00 in the morning, and it's not one that I have to keep my eyes like 100% peeled. So I'll be able to upload this to YouTube in the morning.
If you email us, you would have to be, in your email, be as specific as possible. And then I could be able to tell you what package it is. Because that's one thing I will say about this company in particular, is that there are a lot of companies in the Nashville area that, they're good. I'm not going to say they're not good. They do their job, but they're expensive. And, I'm not going to tell you, it's going to be in the $165 point to take your money. If it's in the $65 point, I'm going to be honest with you. Hey.
Oh, right. Yeah. She's not going to sell you $165.
I'm not going to take you your money if you don't.
Yeah. Background check if you only need a $65 one. So just let her know what it is you're looking for. And there's a little bit of a synopsis on what each one is on the website, which may help you.
Yes.
So the AT&T story, the investigator that worked that case was here earlier. She went over the whole thing. We're going to post this to YouTube tomorrow for anybody who missed it. If you have a specific question about the AT&T case, just ask it. I can probably answer. It. Like, if you're wanting to know if she got fired, which is what most people want to know, she no longer works there. So.
I feel like we need to do more in the daytime.
I know, I've gone back and forth on doing these during the day and then
just like shorter ones. I feel like if you want to do your long ones like this, definitely in the afternoon, but if you want to have like a follow-up for people that may have missed it, you can do a short
what was she doing? So, she was actually the paramour, which was basically like some people I didn't know what paramour was even when I first started. A man's wife hired us to find out where he was going, because he'd be gone for long periods of time. And, we found out he was at this particular house, and we found out who lived there, and it was a woman, and blah, blah, blah. He was cheating. That's the woman he was cheating with. And after he came out and tried to approach the investigator, and she left, and then when she came back, that woman came down, which was the paramour, and confronted our investigator, which the investigator tried to leave, but there was a child playing in the street, and she didn't want to put that child in any danger, so she decided to back up and go ahead and have the confrontation to keep the child safe that was playing out in the street.
So Renee texted me back about the person that was asking if we can investigate someone from Australia. yes and no from Renee. Yes, we can, but it's not as effective due to like the privacy laws from country to country.
They have different privacy laws. So you could probably find out some information, but probably not everything.
So if you really wanted to find out someone who lived in Australia, you need to contact someone from Australia that does private investigating.
Yeah. Yeah, which obviously all of us are advocates for everyone's safety, including children. But Renee is such an advocate for kids and their safety, and she would absolutely just lay down her life before she put a kid in danger. Mm-hmm. So just that little kid playing in the neighborhood, she went ahead and just had the confrontation with that lady so that, because we don't know how upset. Obviously, people get upset when they find out we're following them, and that's understandable. But, you just never know how far they're going to go. Just like I had that. There's a clip on my TikTok where the guy had blocked me in the street and then got out, came up to my vehicle, and he banged on my hood and was banging on the side of my vehicle. And you just never know how far people are going to go. So having that kid there, she just wasn't willing to risk that chick, like, taking off behind her and accidentally, hitting him. Those 2 kids. Miss my kids being little. My oldest has 2 kids.
Oh, that's scary. I'm so sorry. Did you hear her growl?
Oh, Rosie did?
She spooked.
So the stuff I'm putting on my lips, I know you guys do not care, but it's like once it gets tacky or whatever, then it makes my lips want to peel. So now I got to go like exfoliate my lips before I go to bed.
Oh, thank you.
All right, people are signing off. Cynthia, thanks for hanging out again. Late. It's 10:30. We probably should hop off here. I should go to bed.
Hey, Cynthia, I messaged you on TikTok, and I gave you my phone number. Text me all those stuff you were talking about the app so I can tell Renee.
Oh, yeah. Anything helpful you guys have, if you were on here when we were talking about the app.
And it's, any of y'all, just message us.
Anybody who has anything helpful to add, you're welcome to DM me on Instagram. You can email the company. Yes, we're private investigators, Jody. Oh, I guess that would make sense. You were wondering, like, why we were all up in that lady's business. We were investigating the man in that case for his life to find out if he was cheating, which he was. He was also an AT&T employee.
And coincidentally, that was my old neighborhood.
Yeah, which is so crazy. So, Jamie is my sister-in-law, married my brother. She just became a PI. She's in, like, the pharmaceutical industry, and everything is a shit show with the virus right now, and so she needed to like get away from all that for a while, and she decided she's so good at like the computer work and the researching and all that stuff, so she went and got her license, and she was watching some of that footage with me from the AT&T case, and she's like, I know those houses. I know this. She's like, wait, that's my old neighborhood. And then no shit, like when my mom or when Renee pulls up to a red light, there's just random ass red truck in front of her at the red light. Jamie's like, that's my uncle. That's my uncle right in front of her. Like, it was crazy.
I talked to him about it. I'm like, do you remember like some lady just pulling over on the side of the road? And he was like, I think so. He was like,
yeah. It's just so random. Like, we didn't know her at the time. It's crazy. Cindy, I hope you all know how much you changed a girl's life. One hard body is my daughter. Aw, well, that's great. Yeah, so that's the second time somebody's mentioned the Shane case. Be sure, look, I've got, this is, probably TMI, but I take chemo every day. I had ovarian cancer, and I'm cancer-free and everything right now, but it fucks with my memory sometimes. So this kind of stuff, like, I want to remember it, but like tomorrow it'll just be gone. So send me a DM, go to my Linktree, go to my Instagram, friend me or whatever, but send me a DM and remind me to look at that so that when I'm sitting and doing research, I'll go back through and I'll look these cases up. I'll be doing that tomorrow, but I will absolutely forget. So just send me a DM about that. And Cindy, I'm so glad that we helped your daughter. That's what,
that's why we do this.
This TikTok, like what we're doing on here, it's entertaining and everything, but the whole goal here is to help other people. That's legitimately what we're trying to do. whether it be through following your dream to be a PI, or if you're in a domestic violence situation, or you've got a custody issue with kids, or a cheating spouse, or you've been through it, or you are a cheating spouse. We're here for all of that. We're here for everybody. We talk a lot about people who get cheated on, but the cheaters are people too, and sometimes they may need help and support.
Mm-hmm.
So yay!
And don't look at like cheaters and all these people as as the aggressors, because they
Oh wait,
they
that's
may
the
just
thing.
be with the wrong person too.
Yeah.
Their spouse
Sorry, I'm,
or whoever may just
jacking
be
with my lips. I cannot stand when they start to peel. But yeah, like Jamie, you're a youngster, so she's probably the only one, and I don't know about Ty. I can't speak for everybody. I can speak for me, and I know Renee. Like, we've cheated. We've been cheated on. We get it. I got my own daddy issues. Or had. I think I'm well adjusted now. I've been married for, I think we're about to have our 13-year anniversary. And I'm 40. I just turned 40 this year. Oh, well, I'm glad I got a laugh out of you. Cool. All right, people are signing off. Thanks again. Like, we never have any trouble out of the comments, Cynthia, so thank you so much. I don't know if you're just, like, fucking blocking people left and right and muting people, or if everybody's just being super cool, which I so appreciate. We've definitely had some experiences with a lot of, like, BS, and that we're just not here for that, so thank you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and, I mean, that's what we want, is to build a community here, so enjoy the TikTok entertainment stuff, but hook up with us on these lives and on our social media, and reach out, ask questions.
And ask us non-PS stuff.
Yeah, ask us whatever, man.
Obviously, we love to talk.
Yeah, haven't had to block anyone yet. Oh, awesome. Good. So people are just being cool.
I think early on, I had to block one person because it was like that comment. By the way, Cynthia, I loved your response on it about that. This is so sick.
Did she comment back? I need to go look at that. I haven't looked at it. It's been kind of a crazy week for me. Glad I ran into you.
Yeah, the comments is where people get so
go back.
feisty.
The comments are insane. Some of the stuff people say, I'm like...
Like, did you think about that before you typed it?
And, like, the thing is, like, if it's somebody who doesn't have a picture, and it's, like, one of those weird little cartoon things, I don't even give that, like, a freaking second thought.
Yeah.
Because, to me, that automatically means troll. Just troll... Or whatever, you know.
And what people don't understand is the more you comment on it, though...
You're just helping.
You're helping me. Come on, now.
So, whatever. Whatever, man. Some of the stuff's so funny.
Here for whatever says, okay, I'm back. I just sent the info to your IG. So
okay,
someone
sweet.
message you on Instagram.
Yes, thank you, here for whatever. I like the name, too. Yes, I will check that out. I don't know. They're probably not still on here, but see, I just now remembered somebody's wanting that Nashville list that I made for my sister of all the places
Tracy.
we like.
I can scrag it if I really
Yeah,
want to.
so I hope she messages me on Instagram. So
But I did. She was still on here when I tagged her,
cool.
So she really wanted it.
Yeah, so me and my husband, we travel a lot. We're kind of foodies, so you can ask us about Nashville recommendations too. And I'm a cancer survivor. You can ask me about that too. I was thinking about starting a whole separate TikTok because I feel weird about intermingling my personal life with the private investigator stuff because I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to get my audience like all screwed up, but I have like so many things. Like I garden and we eat lots of food and we travel. And
maybe try Instagram.
Instagram to me, I like Instagram. Like I'm on there a lot to look and pictures and whatnot, but I just feel like the platform for like the things I want to share, I just feel like it's dead. I like the TikTok format of like being able to, which I know they have stories and reels and all that stuff going on. I don't know. Something just feels better about TikTok.
My goal for us is I want to do
the different series
podcasts. Like straight up like video podcasts, but also like be able to upload it on Spotify or
the podcast
Apple
thing,
or whatever.
I'm all for a podcast. I just don't know if I can get Renee to commit to it. She's a slippery fish. That's my nickname for Renee. Maybe she's at home and jumped on here now. My nickname for Renee is Slippery Fish, that woman. So I just don't know if I can get a dedication out of her.
But is that not kind of what y'all do anyway?
I mean, yeah, but look how, it
but you
takes
have
a lot
to keep
to
it
get
on
us
one
together for
subject.
this.
That's the only issue I could see.
Right.
You just have to have one subject, but you'd have to like plan it out. not just like spur of the moment.
I love to garden and can what you harvest. Yeah, I haven't got real into canning. I don't know why. It just doesn't speak to me, the canning part. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm weird. I don't even like leftovers, so I think the canning thing feels weird to me.
My dad has like canned peppers. I swear he canned in like 2008.
I love the dry peppers, and I'm into dehydrating stuff. But like,
I ain't opening those peppers. That's more decoration by now.
But like, I see people like pickle chicken and stuff. I'm like, boom.
Chicken?
I would probably
vegetables and fruits.
I would probably die of starvation before I ate some jarred chicken.
It has to be Walking Dead.
Somebody said something though. I want to see. So do the different series thing on TikTok. I don't know what that means. Tell me. I'm new here. Here for whatever. Man, DM me if you guys have tips and tricks on TikTok. Man, send that shit to me.
Yeah, we learning.
Just like Cynthia was saying, I need a backup account because I do have stuff taken down. That's why the cop video, I didn't even want to say anything about child endangerment.
Well, I think what she meant about the backup account is that if for whatever reason your, like this TikTok, someone hacked you and got it and you couldn't get it back, or if TikTok banned you, you already have another account all set up and ready.
I see the uses for having it. I just don't know how I'm running the second. Right.
You wouldn't.
The backup.
You wouldn't. It's just a backup account.
Well, why
it's
kind of
like you backing up your phone.
So everything I'm posting, I'm loading to that one too?
No. Let me erase. So the backup account is just if, so you can kind of gain your following on 2 accounts just if you lose this one. You don't post anything to it. You would just kind of pick it up where you left off if you happen to lose this account. That's what a backup account is.
Cynthia, so I follow this chick, or I have for years, back before she was even popular, Roots and Refuge Farm on YouTube. She's super sweet. She gets into religion a little bit, which, you know, is whatever. Doesn't bother me, but some people are going to... And she's, like, really joyful and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes people, that, like, turns people off. But anyway, I like her. I think her content's really honest and real life, you know what I mean? And now she's got, like, a bigger farm and a whole bigger scale thing going on. But if you go back to her old gardening stuff... I have so many gardening things. I'm like all in it. I totally understand the purpose of canning. I'm just weirded out by that kind of stuff, so I just haven't done it.
So Here for Whatever says, yeah, people get banned on here for crazy reasons.
Oh,
you definitely should get back up.
Yeah, I've had so many clips taken down for just...
Cynthia says you would post on the backup every now and then, so you wouldn't do it every single time you post on this one. Cindy Sun says, make sure you label all videos, not one person got hurt and not meant to offend. I see that a lot also.
Oh, yeah. So, like, one of, first, Cynthia, before I forget, Roots and Refuge Farm. Like, if you're into gardening, what I like, let me tell you real quick what I like about Roots and Refuge Farm. When I started watching her videos years ago, she's just, like, this girl and has this family. She's got several kids and a husband. She calls him Sweet Maya. Super just like down to earth chick, right? And she is about gardening in a sense. When she began, she wanted her garden to be a pretty place as well, not just, she's like growing food and she's learning and she's like trying all these different things, and she wanted to have like a pretty space as well. And that's I kind of garden haphazardly. I mean, literally, I have like my gardening books right here. It's totally off subject, but I've got my seed catalogs and stuff right here. And I mean, I can turn my camera a little bit. I have a whole grow station over here, see, where I start my seeds. That's my little basil plant sitting there. But that box up there, that's a seed bank. And that's a grow light. And those are my seed trays that are getting ready to get filled with seeds for the season. I'm getting ready to start my seeds. I have a whole gardening life over here aside from PI work. So, Roots and Refuge Farm. I also follow Nature's Always Right. I really like the no-till gardening method, all that kind of stuff. So
I'm not sure. I think Cynthia also asked, I think you were talking about someone else who talks about religion or whatever.
Yeah.
She said, what's the name again?
Roots and Refuge. Yeah, Roots and Refuge Farm. Yeah, Cynthia. I imagine we'll meet at some point. I forget. Tell me where you live again. I forget.
Didn't she say? Are you you're in the like Virginia, Carolina,
Virginia or something? Yeah, or Carolina. My memory is just for shit. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I've thought about doing a whole separate personal TikTok for that because, you know, I was big, hilarious bearded husband and like all
I
these,
was gonna say
all
on
these
here,
things I do.
She's got a whole bunch of your old videos on here from when you
went through, that my cancer
when
journey.
you first,
Yeah, I know there's a lot. And see, that's the thing. Like, I want to post the one where Chris was shaving my head, mainly because I want other people to...
It's a comfort thing.
To see that they're not alone in going through that experience. And I had a very particularly, like, profound experience with that. And if anybody has had to go through that or is about to go through that, I would love for them to see that and ask me questions and let me tell them my experience with it. North Carolina, that's right. Changed. Foot of Blue Ridge Parkway. Oh, in North Carolina. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know where those are coming from, but thank you. Thanks. All right, I gotta end this, man. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. and drive an hour away for a case. We're just ending this live Wonderland. Yes, the whole AT&T case. I'm gonna post this live to YouTube. Still watch Amy on YouTube. I feel, you know that bacon collar thing? Like all of a sudden my shirt has decided to just...
I thought it was supposed to be like a wider neck.
No, it's normally up tighter. It's this really cool like her brand.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of it. Male, female brand or whatever. It's like M/F. Sustainable, blah, blah, blah. So, I just went on a total... What was I trying to say? We're ending the live. It will be posted to YouTube tomorrow. So if you missed the AT&T story, the investigator that worked that case was here. She went over the whole thing. So it'll be up. Yes, you can go to YouTube. And in Wonderland, if you have a specific question, just shoot it. I'll try to answer it here. I am signing off here in just a sec, though. I feel good right now, but like in the morning, I'm going to be like, Amy.
Yes, we can look for cars, but just email us and we can run tag searches.
Yeah, we run tags. What is it per tag? $50 a tag?
It's all dependent.
This depends.
Mm-hmm.
I forget on that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm all up in the camera. I'm trying to read. Go to sleep. I have to get up at 5 too. I will watch the video on YouTube. Yes, girl. So I'll be on my case by 7 a.m. Is that when I have to be there? Jamie, 7?
7.
I have to be there at 7. So I bet I have it loaded by like 9 a.m. So yeah, just check that out. Thank you, Wonderland. Come back and join. Is Kevin out there? Why are you looking out the window? Freaking me out.
Okay.
Is Kevin out there?
No, it said Renee phone, and I'm like, hello, and she said turn around, and I was like,
oh my god!
But it didn't sound like her. That's what
Is it her out there?
No, she said go to bed.
Oh,
and I was just like, golly,
freaking me out. My gray streak's coming through.
I'm like, it said Renee's phone, but I'm like, I have Renee's phone.
We gotta keep our head on swivels around here.
Golly.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Thanks for all the hearts and loves. I know we got a couple gifts on this one. That was cool. Good night. I always say you guys hang up first. Thank you again, Cynthia. You go to bed too, girl.
Go Seeps.
Everybody go Seeps.
Rose, you want to say goodbye? Well, come here. You gotta say goodbye. You gotta tell them to go to bed. Say bye.
Say bye, Rosie.
Who is that?
You gotta go Seeps?
Who is it?
You ready to go Seeps?
You can go Seeps.
Oh. You go
Seeps?
Seeps?
You tired? You got red eye.
Yeah, you tired, girl. Alright, bye, guys.
Hey, mine.
Is hanging up not the most it's the
I
most
hate
awkward thing?
No,
I
you
feel like
hang
I'm
up
just
first.
hanging up on 61 people. Oh, Renee. We're not still on here. Renee. Shush.
What's she say?
Shush. I just see her. I see her little, I see her little icon.
Oh.
Cynthia said, "Will do sometime between now and 4 or 5 a.m. Try edibles. That'll knock you right the F out."
Oh.
That's what I do at night. One little. I go Seeps. I'm going to get in trouble. My mom's on here.
Yeah, you are. I was like,
Renee, go to sleep. Can you please help with Shane? Yes, man. Send me that in my DM so that I'll look that stuff up tomorrow. We will reach out to them. If there's something we can do, we will try. Big city. Big city. Big city girl Megan. Yeah.
You're gonna be
Send me a
regret.
DM. Oh, no, I don't care. It won't be that bad. Send me a DM on Instagram so I don't forget. Can you please help? Yes. Okay. All right. Good night, guys.
Okay, bye.
I'm hanging up for realsies.
Say bye, Rosie.
Where is it? I don't even know where the hang up button is. I always just kill the app.
I think you hold the screen, maybe?
Hold the screen? No? Ooh, what was
Oh,
that,
hit
though?
that power button. Oh, you sent it to your friends.
Oh, okay.
Look, there's a power button right there.
Where?
Right at the very
Oh,
bottom.
there it is. Okay, bye.